to digital banking and more. Make 2026 the year of yes with Absa. Your story matters.
You are listening to Citi 97.3 FM, the city's finest.
There can be no other 97.3. No need to change. Keep it tuned to Citi. Your number one. Don't look no further. We've got it all covered. Citi FM.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Good morning to life.
Good morning.
Music, talk, inspiration, in perspective.
Express yourself. Good morning, my neighbor.
Citi FM, your station.
It's a refreshing lifestyle.
Citi FM 97.3.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Citi 97.3. Accra. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Oh, what will we do without a gift of daughters of glorious Jesus?
Such an amazing way to start your morning, July 28, 2026. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Fawasem to eradianim. Present your petitions to God. And though the vision tarries, wait. In the fullness of time, he will glorify himself. He says, ask me and I will make the nations your inheritance, the ends of the earth your possession. This is Psalm 2:8. And so our disposition this morning is that though the fig tree does not bud and there are no grapes on the vines, though the olive crops fail and the fields produce no food, though there are no sheep in the pen and no cattle in the stalls. Oh my goodness. Yet we will rejoice in the Lord and we will be joyful in the God of our salvation, because he is able to do exceedingly, abundantly, above all that you could ever ask or ever imagine. So this morning, do not be anxious for anything. If anything, put your petitions before him. Obey Amanabroso. He will overdo because he's able to do. Oh my word. Welcome to a brand new morning. Wake up. Get to the grind again. You are not done. This is not the end of the road. It's only a bend. And if you will have faith and take the next step, you will realize that the horizons get clearer. So though the journey is tough, you are not giving up. There is no room for you to give up. We are doing this together. You hear me? So yeah. So on the strength of this song, we welcome you to a brand new day, full of hope, full of enthusiasm, full of renewed assurance that we will get there. We have seen the promised land and we will certainly get there. Business Says this morning is brought to you by ABSA. Going green is not just about saving the planet, it can save you real money. So install solar panels, cut down your power costs, get an electric vehicle, reduce what you spend getting around, switch to energy efficient equipment and lower the cost of running your home or business. The best part, ABSA Bank can help you finance all of it. The ABSA Green Finance Loan gives you what you need to make it happen. So walk into any ABSA branch, ask about the ABSA Green Finance Loan today, say yes to a greener tomorrow. Terms and conditions apply. Also, remember that ABSA is asking you to shine your eye, avoid being scammed. Your story matters, ABSA. This is an interactive show, the City Breakfast Show. At all times, you join us 0539 986 996, 0539 986 996. We'll bring you the news review. Enjoy this for a while. Oh, Charlie. Ah, man. My morning is made. Thank you, daughters of glorious Jesus. We're getting into the news review in a bit. And your salary deserves better. Switch to Fidelity Bank today. Enjoy amazing benefits from lower interest rates, higher loan amounts, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. It's time to switch and smile wider with Fidelity Bank. Call us now to learn more. 0800 003355. Visit our socials, Fidelity Bank Ghana. Fidelity Bank, believe with us. Richard, that's guy.
Our grandfather says someday catch, someday put down.
Yes.
No, it means that you remember something with Charlie. Like you can't do action, but you just respect yourself.
Easy. Easy. It is well. It is well. Good morning.
Hey, why are you going? Come and do at least come and do the online one for us. Yes. Perfect.
That's what.
How's everything?
We are good.
Everything correct.
No, you're not to do.
Oh, I know now. Do you understand that? That way you go meet spirit, you know they shout. So I know what you are going through, my
brother. This morning, all I can say is
God.
Yeah, be somebody will write for you carry back. No, is it like Enjo Nyuga?
It's
every day, it's still Enjo Nyuga. Every day. After 20 years, he changed that he say, I'm a shaman.
I'll take you to the front page of the Daily Guide this morning. Exim Bank case. Won't to me gets more time for plea bargain deal. There's a photo of a smiling Bernardine Tribosiako, aka Chema Won't to me. Buankra project. Supreme Court didn't affirm High Court ruling. 2 Komfo-Anokye teaching hospital workers convicted for forgery.
Let me take you to the Ghanaian Times this morning. ICU kicks against proposed sale of Valco. And they have petitioned the president to halt the process. In the meantime, we've heard from other sources that Ibrahim Muhammad says he has nothing to do with any interest whatsoever in the process. Yeah. Also on the front page this morning, Africa must benefit from its minerals. This is coming in from Mr. Guzi Tunnel. Right. And some other story here that says Adamus Resources wins 2026 Intermine Safety Quiz. Right. Some other stories on the front page.
Okay. Front page of the Daybreak newspaper this morning, Africa must break the resource curse cycle. MIDA CEO, that's Alexander Kofi Mensah, mold. Terrorism claims 45 lives daily in West Africa. This comes from General Batabana. This is an update on the West Africa security situation. ECOWAS was discussing this over the weekend. Lungwa chief urges unity, rejects drug abuse. Photo of His Royal Majesty Obuade Noche, King Professor Amarteifio Wellenchi, the third. The Lungwa Mache was the president of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs.
Let me take you to the Chronicle, talking about mines this morning. Takwa Mine lease renewal. Goldfields puts its cards on the table. Paid some 5.8 billion Ghana cedis in taxes, 8.8 billion Ghana cedis on local procurement in 2025, and invested some $110 million in infrastructure. So they're telling us what they have been doing. Yesterday there was a press conference from the Apinto chiefs who say that no, they should not be given the renewal again. Now, Salma Chief, youth maintain opposition to Adamo's resources. Some other stories in the Chronicle this morning.
Finally, for me, the front page of the Overseer at forcing its thesis. NPP locked Ghana into IMF conditionalities. Grassroots movement endorses upon Fosu for NDC national chairmanship. 272 Ghanaians recruited, 55 dead in Russia-Ukraine war.
Hey, Charles.
I mean, this is coming from the Foreign Affairs Minister Samuel Attah-Mensah to Avle. Why you have 55 Ghanaians dead in
somebody's war? Charlie, it's hunger, bro. Hunger catch you before down.
Take me online.
Okay, let me take you online this morning. CityNewsroom.com. Headline: GPRTU Transport Ministry to meet over proposed 30% fare hike. And still top story: CityNewsroom.com. IMF approves final review of Ghana's $3 billion bailout program. And then Haruna Idrisu is saying that $300 million World Bank loan not to fund free senior high school. And illegal mining resumes near Obuasi Airport.
Can you imagine?
Despite security crackdown. Let me take you quickly to channel1newsonline.com. Finance Minister is here. IMF approves final 371 million tranche after Ghana completes $3 billion program. Still here, rising fuel prices tighten household budget. Drivers seek higher fares. And the government considers National Teacher University to bring 48 colleges under one structure. Coming in from Minister for Education, Haruna Idrisu.
Right.
And then Miracles Abwaje wanted 102 million Ghana cedis. Audit findings dropped. That is from the IMCC.
Okay, so let me take you to the High Street Journal this morning. CapEx becomes the sacrificial lamb as government seeks new funding for Gold Board, a sacrifice worth making. This is Frederick Adai-Kwating's article on the High Street Journal this morning. Can fiscal discipline be sustained beyond the current administration? Big question. The abuse of cedi notes and coins, how replacement is bleeding Ghana annually. You get more details. The World Bank warns AI could trigger next financial crisis if. Big question here. And if you go to myjoyonline.com, we are not seeking Mohammed's third term. Ken Kranchi separates case from 2028 politics. And President Mahama, beyond 2028, Ken Kranchi says Supreme Court must settle constitutional ambiguity. Is there any ambiguity there though? Anyway, 170 parcels of suspected Indian hemp seized in Tamale, 2 arrested. Government probes reported recruitment of Ghanaians into Russian-Ukraine war. That's here. Wuntumi apologizes to Mahama, seeks presidential clemency. Constitution has a genuine ambiguity. So Ken Crunch is speaking to that. Goldfields says 74% of Takwa Mine's value stays in Ghana. And the historic first as Archbishop of Canterbury meets Mahama on maiden African visit. And then we are told that oil prices extend decline as Iran pause attacks. But a bit somewhere else you find that the conversations about 30% transport fare hike is being proposed and meetings are going to happen later today. Let's get into the details.
Well, so let me tell you about ICU, and then you can look for the story on CityNewsroom.com, which says Ibrahim Ahmad saying that he has nothing to do with this particular matter. Now, page 12 of the Ghanaian Times carries the lead story of the paper. ICU kicks against proposed sale of Valco, petitions president to halt process. The story is by Ken Afeji from Teman. Says the Industrial and Commercial Workers Union Ghana ICU has strongly opposed the proposed sale of a majority stake in the Volta aluminium company Valco, describing the move as a threat to Ghana's strategic national interest, job security and industrialization drive. Now, the union said any attempt to transfer a controlling stake in Valco to a private investor under the guise of equity investment would deprive Ghanaians of ownership of a key national asset. Now, addressing members during a peaceful protest in Tema yesterday, the General Secretary of the ICU, Mr. Morgan Yawine, said the company had made significant operational gains in recent years through the sacrifices of the state, management, board, and workers, making the proposed transaction unjustifiable. Now, the protesters wielding placards with inscriptions such as Valco is not for sale, Mr. President, your people are not telling you the truth, and Gyadek CEO is a shady Okay. Now, match from the Valco clubhouse in the Community 4 challenge. Well, that in the story. The people are not happy because where the team is going.
Okay. Meanwhile, on that, Ibrahim Mahama denies bid to acquire Valco, threatens legal action. Story CityNewsroom.com by William Na. Now, businessman Ibrahim Mahama has denied claims that he's seeking to acquire the Volta Aluminium Company Valco, describing the allegations as false and announcing plans to pursue legal action against those responsible. Now, the denial follows a petition submitted to President Mahama by the Industrial and Commercial Workers Union, urging the government to halt any proposed sale of Valco. We are told that during the demonstration, some of them accused Ibrahim Mahama of wanting to purchase Valco.
Okay. And he said he has nothing to do with it.
Let me take to the front page of the Daily Guide. On the Exim Bank case, Wontumi gets more time for plea bargain. Deal details on page 3. The convicted Ashanti regional chairman of the NPP, Bernardine Tribosiako, popularly known as Chairman Wontumi, has been given another 30 days to conclude a plea bargain agreement with the Office of the Attorney General in respect of a trial in which he's accused of causing 30 million Ghana cedis financial loss to a public body. The extension of time was primarily due to Chairman Wontumi changing his legal team by appointing Samuel Attah-Mensah following a decision by his previous lawyer and Apia Kubi to withdraw his service. Mr. Attah-Mensah yesterday urged the court to adjourn the case to October to allow the new team and the Attorney General do a reasonable plea bargain.
Right. I bring you 2 stories from Point of View yesterday. We had the education
before that,
minister.
can I bring you a quick one from Wontumi, because he has apologized to President Mahama and the First Lady and appealing for clemency. Story CityNewsroom.com by Isaac Apia Kubi. The incarcerated Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP, Bernardine Tribosiako, has apologized to President Mahama and the First Lady Lord Mahama for any disparaging remarks he made about them during the campaign ahead of the 2024 elections. Now, the apology comes as Wontumi serves a 20-year prison sentence, and this was revealed by Palgrave Bwache Dankwa, who is Wontumi's spokesperson.
Okay, I don't really get a strategy. Is the strategy that he was improperly convicted or that he has wronged the president? The president, I mean, what has presidential apology got to do? Because it makes the whole thing murky. You are either properly incarcerated or not. So the way the whole thing is going.
But still, he said the things he said. He has thought about it. Prison can, you know.
Well.
So he's sorry.
He wants to make the president's Christmas list.
Exactly. So government considers National Teacher University to bring 48 colleges under one structure. Yeah. So details, Abigail Arthur writes on channel1newsonline.com that the government is considering the establishment of a National Teacher University that will bring all 48 public colleges of education under a single university system. This is according to Education Minister Haruna Idrisu. And the proposed institution is expected to strengthen teacher education by making existing colleges of education constituent colleges of the university. So you have one big university and the other colleges becomes a collegiate system of sorts. So he's thinking of all 48 public colleges of education coming under a single university system. The details are on channel1newsonline.com. Still from the Education Minister's interview with Bernard on Point of View. He's directed Get Fund to allocate 100 million Ghana cedis for UMAT Kenyase campus.
Oh, beautiful.
The government is pushing ahead with plans to establish more public universities across Ghana, with the Minister of Education, Haruna Idrisu, announcing that he has directed 100 million Ghana cedi allocation to support the takeoff of the University of Mines and Technology campus at Kenyase. Now, the move forms part of President Mahama's broader vision to expand access to higher education by ensuring every regional capital has an institution dedicated to higher learning, research, and innovation.
Let's stay with the UMAT.
One on education. Remember yesterday on the show, we played a report from Akwesiado on Fetaman. Well, the minister has promised to take action on Fetaman SHS infrastructure challenges. Story CityNewsroom.com by Letitia Osei. The Minister for Education, Haruna Idrisu, has pledged to assess the infrastructure challenges facing Fetaman Senior High School and provide the necessary support to improve teaching and learning at the school.
Even so, he said also that double track system will end within 24 months. So we are
that is 2
looking forward
years.
to that. 24 months.
Okay, so let's stay with you, Martin, and related matters. You know, yesterday there was a story about the Vice Chancellor making it clear that going forward, indiscipline will not be tolerated. How people dress anyhow and come to class, you deal with that. Well, the Chronicle is throwing its weight behind the position articulated yesterday. And so the editorial says, UMAT gets it right on campus discipline. Somewhere in there, they say, the growing influence of social media and global popular culture has undoubtedly transformed the lifestyles and aspirations of many young people. While exposure to diverse cultures has its benefits, it should not come at the expense of the values of decency, respect, and responsibility that have long been cherished in Ghanaian society. As UMAT enforces its regulations, it must do so fairly, consistently, and without discrimination. Students should understand what the rules require and be assured that they will be applied uniformly to all. Fair enforcement is essential to maintaining confidence in any disciplinary regime.
Guys, sometimes when you walk on some of the campuses,
Challenge, kind of things you see.
Gentlemen walking, their boxer shorts are showing, and people are all kinds of things on the campuses. So, but the human rights people to say people are free to do what they want because it's a university, it's not a secondary school. And so they
are showing the boxers now, they are not
It's a serious matter.
It's a very serious matter. Meanwhile, Professor Kwesi Yankah has also written an article in relation to the tribunal's bail, which has been passed but yet to be assented by the president. You find it on page 4 of the Chronicle. It said, Tribunals, the return of terror. Professor Kwesi Yankah writes. In conclusion, he says that the current state of the nation tells it all. The revolution is acting up. Its signs are clear enough. Occasional Rambo-style search and arrest, punitive bail terms on opponents, free speech on trial, routine political handcuffs, plus an oral agenda currently frustrated by due process. The public tribunal is probably the final seal, ready to be signed and delivered. JDM is currently on his last legs. Hopes for a third term are faded. This is a John's legacy hour. Would he put a gloss on it or endorse a bill that evokes Ghana's nightmares, ignoring orphans of June 4? Many years ago.
Before you come in, there's an article I connect with very deeply on citynewsroom.com. Disability should not be a life sentence in Ghana. A doctor's perspective on the urgent need for an inclusive nation. So this is penned by Reverend Doctor, and he's a medical doctor, Albert Agbi, a cardiology fellow, physician specialist, Kolebu Teaching Hospital. And I give you some lines here. Every day as a doctor, I encounter patients whose greatest struggle is not their illness, but the barriers our society has built around them. I have watched people with disabilities fight not only disease, but inaccessible buildings, unfriendly transport systems, discriminatory attitudes, and institutions that unintentionally exclude them. The truth is undeniable. Ghana is not disability friendly. We often speak about disability as though it affects only a small, unfortunate group of people. The reality is very different. We are all just one illness, one accident, one stroke, or even one complication away from living with disability. He concludes by asking, the measure of a society is not how it treats its strongest members, but how it serves those who face the greatest challenges. The question is whether we are willing to build a nation where every citizen, regardless of physical ability or age, can live with dignity, independence, and equal opportunities. A very beautiful article on citynewsroom.com. Because today we are all strong. Tomorrow you never know who's walking with a walking stick in a wheelchair. So we need to build a more equitable and accessible society. And the attitude we also have towards persons with disability is very important. We need to renew our minds because we all have one disability or the other.
That's right. That's why we are wearing glasses.
Let me bring you this quick one. GPRTU Transport Ministry to meet over proposed 30% fare hike. Citynewsroom.com, story by Isaac Apia Kubi. Now, the transport unions are expected to meet with the Ministry of Transport today, Tuesday, July 28, to discuss a proposed 30% increase in transport fares. amid rising fuel prices and the escalating cost of vehicle spare parts. Now, speaking to City News ahead of the meeting, the Deputy Public Relations Officer of the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, Samuel Attah-Mensah, said the outcome of the engagement will determine the union's next course of action. While at that, we are told that oil prices extend decline as US and Iran pause attacks. Story myjoyonline.com. Oil prices extended declines on Tuesday, down by over $1 per barrel, amid hopes for a resolution in the US-Iran war, which significantly disrupted global energy flows.
Okay, so let's stay on the foreign front, because page 11 of the Ghanaian Times has a story. 2 Ghanaians killed in renewed xenophobic attacks in SC. Some of the videos are so horrifying. I mean, which human beings get to act like that? And sometimes you see the police people standing there and they are doing nothing about the situation.
It's really unfortunate that Cyril Ramaphosa's administration has not shown leadership in this situation at all. I heard him issue an apology yesterday and I said, bro, this could have been a lot different if you were more proactive.
Let me take you to the story. The story is by Cliff Ekuful, and it says the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Mr. Samuel Attah-Mensah, has confirmed that 2 Ghanaians have been killed following a resurgence in xenophobic violence in South Africa. Now, he said the victims were attacked in Cape Town and Priska in the Northern Cape province. Now, addressing a news conference in Accra yesterday, Mr. Attah-Mensah explained that Bashiru Isaac, or is it Isaac, 44, a father of 3, was fatally shot in Kayelisha, while Kujoinchi was killed in Priska on July 18. Now, he described the attacks on African migrants as deeply disturbing and said the government will continue to pursue justice for the victims through diplomatic and legal channels.
Okay, let me take you to the Daily Graphic. And President Ramaphosa wins bid to temporarily halt impeachment inquiry. South African court has ruled in favor of President Cyril Ramaphosa bid to temporarily halt a parliamentary inquiry into looking into whether he should be impeached over what has been dubbed as the Farmgate scandal. Now, in 2022, an independent panel said Ramaphosa might have a case to answer after burglars stole huge sums of cash. So that is coming in from South Africa. Also, still on African matters, Senegal's president launches new party and move cement splits. Now, Senegal's president formally launched his own political party last Saturday, cementing his rupture with former ally Ousmane Sonko, the head of the ruling Pastef party, and setting up a power struggle during a major debt crisis.
Okay,
let me now take you to the Daily Guide, page 13. There's a story there that is troubling related to the mines.
right.
Chainsaw operators shoot a reforestation worker. The story from David Afum in Kumasi says a worker of Next Door Farms is battling for his life after he was allegedly shot by suspected illegal chainsaw operators at the Abesewa forest in the Ahafua South East District of the Ashanti region. Now, the victim, whose name was not immediately available, sustained serious gunshot wounds during the incident and is currently receiving treatment at the Tepa Government Hospital. Now, the shooting reportedly occurred when officials and workers of Next Door Farms, a company undertaking a reforestation project in the forest under a concession granted by the Forestry Commission, confronted suspected illegal chainsaw operators who had allegedly invaded the area and started felling newly planted trees. Can you imagine? Now, according to an eyewitness, the company has successfully planted trees in the forest as part of a reforestation initiative when the suspects allegedly entered the reserve and began cutting them down. Now, if you go to the front page of the Chronicle, there's a related story concerning the mines. Chronicle says on page 3 that Takwa mine lease renewal, Goldfields puts its cards on the table. Just the first paragraph of the story by Kwesi Alfred Adams says Goldfields Ghana has mounted a robust defense of its bid to renew the mining leases for its flagship Takwa mine, insisting that recent concerns raised by the Apinto Divisional Council do not reflect the company's decades-long relationship with traditional authorities in the area, host communities, and the government.
I will end with this one. Several feared dead after vehicle crashes into pedestrians at Bukum Junction. Letitia Osei writes on Channel 1 News on line.com that several people are feared dead after a vehicle reportedly lost control and crashed into a group of pedestrians at Bukum Junction in Gamashi. Now, according to eyewitnesses, the vehicle suffered a brake failure, veered off its path before crashing into the group of people. The exact number of casualties yet to be confirmed, but eyewitnesses say more than 3 persons, including a pregnant woman and a child, are believed to have been affected.
Really sad one there. Sad one there. Last headline from me. The Daily Graphic: protesters in Togo call for return to previous constitution. If you want details of that, the Daily Graphic has details.
Beautiful.
Meanwhile, though, we are told that terrorism is claiming some 45 lives daily in West Africa. It's a story on the front page of the Daybreak newspaper. You want to grab a copy and read the details.
Gentlemen, thank you. That was the news review.
Challenge these days, new level crown. Where did you pass?
Me, pass somewhere. I just switched for a better life. I switched for comfort. Look, your salary deserves better.
Switch?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I switched my salary account to Fidelity Bank, and that's my jackpot. I get higher loan amounts with lower interest rates, as well as personalized financial support. They gave me a loan to expand my side hustle, and the terms are just flexible.
Wow.
Your salary deserves better.
Oh, my salary deserves better, Pa. You see the way you are smiling wide? Yes, I will switch and smile wider. Your salary deserves better. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy lower interest rate, car and home loan, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. Switch and smile wider. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I dey your side, Fidelity.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
City 97.3. Accra.
Natalie Ajaho is in with the breakfast edition of the City Business News, brought to you by EcoBank, MTN and Girl. Natalie, good morning to you.
Good morning, Caleb, and you're welcome to the breakfast edition of the City Business News. It was brought to you by MTN, EcoBank and Girl Good Energy. Coming up, Finance Ministry describes IMF program completion as return to macroeconomic stability. Also, digital payments saw, but checks still handle big money. And later, tomato prices surged nearly 44%, driving up household food costs. We have more from the July edition of the Channel 1 Market Price Barometer. Let's settle for the details now. Ghana has successfully completed its 3-year International Monetary Fund bailout program after the fund's executive board approved the 6th and final review of the country's $3 billion extended credit facility, unlocking a final disbursement of approximately $371 million. The latest approval brings total disbursements under the program to the full $3 billion, marking the successful completion of the economic recovery package launched in May 2023 to help Ghana restore stability following its 2022 economic crisis. The successful completion of the program is being viewed as a major milestone in Ghana's economic recovery, reflecting the country's progress in restoring macroeconomic stability through fiscal discipline, declining inflation, improved external reserves, and wide-ranging structural reforms. In a statement, the Ministry of Finance said the program had helped lay a stronger foundation for sustainable economic growth by restoring confidence in the economy and improving the country's fiscal and external position. Over the 3-year program, Ghana implemented a series of reforms aimed at reducing the fiscal deficit, strengthening public financial management, restructuring public debt, rebuilding international reserves, and restoring confidence in the financial sector. The completion of the ECF program also sends a positive signal to investors and development partners that Ghana has largely met the policy commitments agreed with the IMF and is transitioning from crisis management to sustaining long-term economic stability. Meanwhile, KPMG has also described the successful completion of Ghana's IMF Extended Credit Facility program as a significant milestone, adding that the proposed policy coordination instrument should help sustain reforms in fiscal governance, debt management, monetary policy, and financial sector stability.
Successful completion of the IMF Extended Credit Facility marks a great milestone in the economic recovery program. With the policy coordination instrument that has been introduced, is now a new phase of the reform. The PCI is best understood as a policy credibility and reform framework rather than a new bailout, and this is important to note. Final executive board considerations, however, pending. The proposed reform agenda refocuses on fiscal governance, debt sustainability, monetary and exchange rate framework, financial sector stability, SOE governance, and inclusive growth. This continuity matters because Ghana's next phase will be judged less by stabilization, but more by institutional execution and resilience. People must feel what we're doing.
Now, even as mobile money continues to dominate Ghana's payment landscape, businesses and institutions are still moving tens of billions of cedis through traditional checks, highlighting the payments instrument's enduring role in high-value transactions. Here is more.
Latest payment systems data released by the Bank of Ghana shows that the value of checks cleared reached 35.7 billion cedis in June 2026, up from the 32.9 billion cedis in the same month last year, representing an increase of about 8.5%. The figures suggest that while check usage is becoming more concentrated, it remains an important payment channel for corporate transactions, government payment, and large value settlement. The data, however, point to a shift in usage patterns. The number of checks cleared declined to 406,000 in June 2026 from the 414,000 a year earlier, indicating that fewer checks are being written even as the average value of each check continues to rise. This divergence reflects the ongoing transformation of Ghana's payment ecosystem, where consumers increasingly rely on mobile money and electronic transfers for everyday transactions, while businesses continue to depend on checks for larger and more complex payments.
Emmanuel Opong with our Business Desk report. Now, some commercial transport operators are pushing for an upward adjustment in transport fares following the latest increases in fuel prices, arguing that high operating costs are squeezing already thin profit margins. The call comes as industry players warn that further increases at the pumps could be announced in the next petroleum pricing window. There's more in the following reports by Daniel Sakite.
Fuel prices have risen steadily in recent weeks, with diesel approaching 18 cedis per litre and petrol nearing 15 cedis per litre at some stations, driven by higher international refined petroleum prices and exchange rate pressures. Commercial drivers say the higher cost of fuel is increasing their daily operating expenses, making a review of transport fares unavoidable if they are to remain profitable.
The cost of virtually everything has increased. Prices of spare parts are also up. A brand new tire now costs between 850 cedis and 900 cedis. Given the rise in operation cost, transport fares need to be adjusted. A 30% fare increase would help cushion the impact.
My colleague drivers are urging the authorities to approve a transport fare increase. We are appealing to them to respond to our concerns and adjust fares to reflect the rising cost of doing business.
Passengers, however, fear that any increase in transport fares will further strain household budgets. Paul Doshi says government should prioritize measures to stabilize fuel prices and cushion consumers from rising cost of transportation.
A transport fare increase will affect us because it reduces the money we have for our daily needs. We know the fuel price hikes are behind the calls for higher fares, but we are appealing to the government to intervene so fares do not go up again.
The Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, COMAC, has cautioned that fuel prices could increase further in the next petroleum pricing window if the current market conditions persist. Chief Executive Officer Dr. Robertson Opon tells Citi Business News that sustained pressures from international fuel markets and exchange rate movements continue to drive prices at the pump higher.
It's still early to give any figure in terms of percentage increase, but for sure we're going to see an increase or increase on all the product, no doubt. Even as it stands, we've seen almost 10% increase across products.
That was the CEO of COMAC, Dr. Robertson Opon, ending that report by Citi Business News, Daniel Sakite. Now, households across Accra experienced mixed food price trends in July as a sharp increase in tomato prices offset declines in the cost of several staple foods. This according to the latest Channel 1 Market Price Barometer. The July 2026 Household Food Staples Index shows that while prices of plantain, cassava, eggs, and hard frozen chicken declined, tomatoes recorded the steepest increase among the commodities tracked, adding fresh pressure to household food budgets. There's more in the following report. Tomatoes emerged as the biggest price mover during the month. The average price of a 4.5-litre bucket climbed from 194 Ghana cedis in June to 279 Ghana cedis in July, a 43.8% month-on-month increase. The sharp rise is expected to weigh heavily on household spending, given tomatoes remain an essential ingredient in most Ghanaian meals. In contrast, prices of several staple foods eased during the month. The average price of a bunch of plantain fell by 14.8% from 61 Ghana cedis to 52 Ghana cedis, while the cost of a large sack of cassava declined by 4.6% from 606 Ghana cedis to 578 Ghana cedis. The price of a crate of egg also dropped by 3.9% from 52 Ghana cedis to 50 Ghana cedis, while hard frozen chicken edged down by 2.3% to 43 Ghana cedis per kilogram. Elsewhere, the average price of local rice recorded a marginal decline to 48 Ghana cedis per olunka from 49 Ghana cedis in June. Imported long grain rice remained unchanged at 78 Ghana cedis for a 5-kilogram bag, while white maize held steady at 18 Ghana cedis per olunka. Palm oil also recorded no change, averaging 34 Ghana cedis per litre. Onions, however, registered a modest increase, rising from 72 Ghana cedis to 74 Ghana cedis, representing a 2.8% month-on-month increase. Overall, the July market price barometer points to a mixed trend in food prices. While lower prices for some staples may offer modest relief to consumers, the sharp increase in tomatoes, a key component of household meals, continues to drive food expenditure higher. That was data compiled by the Channel 1 TV research desk under the Channel 1 Market Price Barometer, tracking the price movements across Accra. Now, on the interbank market, the dollar is going for 11 cedis 62 pesos, the pound for 15 cedis 51 pesos, and the euro for 13 cedis 24 pesos. And that's it for the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News. It was brought to you by MTN, EcoBank, and Gold Good Energy. I am Netele Neti Ajahu. Have a good business day.
Your attention, please. Flight C8 has been delayed.
Again. Madam, can you please point me to the water fountain? And please watch my back and phone whilst I'm gone.
You can be a traveler with infinite worries.
Hello, Mr. Anand. Your lounge access is ready and your seat is warm.
Or you can be a traveler with infinite privileges.
Champagne, sir?
They're raging all the drink.
Choose EcoBank's infinite privileges with an EcoBank Visa Infinite card. Access airport lounges worldwide, fast-track services, best-in-class daily limits, and enjoy other exclusive travel and lifestyle benefits. Infinite privileges await. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Good energy powers the things that people do to empower themselves.
It fuels families, communities, businesses. Good energy fuels nations. It gets things going and keeps them moving. Good energy isn't just what we do, it's who we are. Goyle, good energy.
Introducing Ghana's leading pay-as-you-copy photocopier leasing company. Lease an A4, A3, heavy-duty or production machine and pay for only the copies made or design your own payment plan. Simple and tietia. That's not all. Incredibly, toners, repairs, maintenance, follow-me printing, centralized tracking all come free of charge. Remember, financial prudence is the name of the game. Folks, forget about the expensive gimmicks and be smart. Join the hundreds of satisfied clients across all the 16 regions and every sector of the economy and save over 60% of your printing costs. Visit us at www.valexlease.com or call 0244-644048. Be prudent and lease a copier. Terms and conditions apply. Valex Lease is a wholly owned Ghanaian company. Valex Lease, affordable document management solutions.
Hello? Charlie, I'm at the library. Why do you keep calling me?
Wait, question. What's the capital of Burkina Faso?
Ouagadougou. Bye.
Wait. Which planet is the hottest in the solar system?
Venus. Charlie, why all these questions?
See, I'm playing the MTN Swipe and Win promo. I might cash out some cool 1,000 Ghana cedis today.
1,000 cedis? Shh. Charlie, what's the next question?
Join the MTN Swipe and Win promo today. Answer trivia, earn points, and stand a chance to win 1,000 Ghana cedis every day. Weekly cash of 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000 Ghana cedis. A brand new Hyundai Texan in the first 3 months, and the ultimate grand prize of 500,000 Ghana cedis. Recharge your account to qualify for the daily draws. To join, visit swipeandwinpromo.mtn.com.gh. Download the My MTN app or dial *5030#. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. TNCs apply.
MTN.
Enterprise Blue FM.
Enterprise Blue FM, the bus.
It's DJ E on Enterprise Blue FM. Guys, after the heavy rains this week, we are looking for the calmest person in Ghana. Who's the most chill person you know right now? Let's go.
DJ, it has to be Mansa. Look, the flood entered her house and completely submerged her car. Next thing I see on her WhatsApp status, she's smiling and sipping tea on her balcony. Like me, I'll be crying, but she's totally relaxed. DJ, it's true. Mansa's home and car are destroyed, but this girl is not stressing at all. She just tells us everything is under control. Hey, Mansa, how?
Wow, Mansa, we need your secret too.
They say Entoa, but when unexpected floods strike, we've got you covered. At Enterprise Insurance, with over 100 years of experience, we say whether it's home, motor, travel, or insurance for your business, Entoa, if it happens, chill.
Enterprise, your advantage.
The jamming never stops. The game never stops. The productivity never stops. The music never stops. At G&J, we keep your world powered with reliable generators, solar energy, and UPS solutions, so the power never stops. Your go-to for total energy solutions, making sure you work, thrive, and live life uninterrupted. Visit our website, gjtechghana.com, or call us on 0302-689-178 or 179 or 0202-222-220. G&J, your energy partner.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
18 after 7, EcoBank, MTN, Girl, proud to be associated with the breakfast news, and Telenet just did that for you. Listen, you know how money really moves in Ghana, do you? EcoBank knows it doesn't just move on payday, it does every single day. We connect you to the people who matter most to you. EcoBank provides one seamless banking experience across 34 African countries, digital platforms instantly connecting people, businesses, and opportunities across the entire continent. So pay bills, transfer funds, manage your finances anytime, anywhere. Download the EcoBank mobile app, dial star 770 hash, use EcoBank online and our nationwide ATMs. EcoBank is a Pan-African bank. MTN just dropped the prices down and the speeds are up on MTN Fiber for home and your whole household. Movie nights that don't buffer, school assignments that submit on time, work calls that don't drop, and your side hustle running smooth in the background. 3 unlimited speed tiers, one amazing network. Now you can enjoy 100 megabytes per second for 299 cities, 300 megabytes per second for 444 Ghana cities, 500 megabytes per second for 999 Ghana cities, all per month. Pick what fits your home. No data caps, no slowdowns, just fiber built for your real life. MTN Fiber for home, your speed, your home, your choice. Only MTN everywhere you go. The recent floods have left many families counting their losses, damaged homes, flooded vehicles, disrupted businesses. Mansa doesn't have anything to worry about because she got the right insurance cover with Enterprise Insurance. They say Antuwada, but Enterprise has flipped the script. They say Antuwada. If it happens, sure, they've got you covered. Don't wait for the unexpected to catch you off guard. Secure your home, car, travel, and business today with our innovative insurance solutions. Enterprise Insurance is your advantage. Gabby Affairs in the studio. Yeah. He had to cut some important concern about me was studio. Now picture this. You finally got a chance with your long-term crush. Oh, well, it fits in well. You invite her over for a home-cooked candle-lit dinner. She accepts, the day comes, everything is set. Jollof is cooked to perfection. Wine is chilled, AC is on. Your phone rings, she's 5 minutes away. You hung up, check yourself in the mirror, then poof. Lights are out. Like how? Any day but today, right? Don't let that happen to you. G&J understands that some moments just should never be interrupted. We keep your world powered with reliable generators, solar energy, UPS solutions, so the power never stops. So Gabby, get G&J. What is it? It's your go-to for total energy solutions. GJTechGhana.com is the website. G&J, your energy partner. Valex Lease is inviting you to affordable document management solutions. Don't spend loads of cash you need for other important things just to buy photocopiers. Come to us. You will lease multifunctional photocopiers. You pay as you go. Lease an A4, A3 heavy-duty MFP we have with sorter, stapler finisher, and production machine with sorter, stapler finisher. All these will come with free toners, cartridges, free repairs, free maintenance, follow me printing, centralized monitoring of all staff, and nationwide coverage. So call us 0244-644-048. ValexLease.com is our website. Valex Lease, affordable document management solution. Kickoff is brought to you by Lesheho. If you're ready to power up your finances and unlock your path to financial freedom, the Lesheho fixed deposit solution is tailored just for you. With Lesheho's fixed deposit solution, you are making your money work for you. So join the investment revolution with our fixed deposit solution. Take charge of your financial future. 0302-208-333. Call this number to learn more. Lesheho, let's improve life. Gabby Affair.
A bontain father.
Gabby Affair.
Oh, my man.
I know you're in a hurry to finish kickoff.
I mean, let's see what you saw.
I'll kill him. Brother. Ejima the cousin.
No, I didn't learn from you.
Oh, boy, Ejima.
No, I didn't learn.
Continue. Yeah.
Tuesday, July 28th. Welcome aboard to Kickoff right here on the City Breakfast Show. Coming up, Benjamin Azamati and Abdul Rashid Saminu will take to the tracks this evening in the men's 100-meter semi-finals at the ongoing Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, but will be eyeing a place in the finals. We have more updates on that. Plus, in the WAFU B qualifiers, Ghana's Black Satellite fell to Nigeria in the opening game all the way in Cote d'Ivoire.
Quite a difficult game. We plan to, start with the high press to see how our opponent could, handle it.
Alright, more from Satellite head coach Maxwell Konedo in a bit. Also, we have some transfer news all coming up in the next 10 minutes. Kickoff is proudly brought to you by Polytan Ghana and Let's Improve Life. I'm Gabi Ofer. Let's get right into the details. And Team Ghana's campaign at the 2026 Commonwealth Games is beginning to gather momentum after Zinabu Issa won Ghana's first medals of the Games. Now, there's more good news for Team Ghana later today with sprinters Benjamin Azamati and Abdul Rashid Saminu, both in impressive form, raising hopes of more medals for Ghana in Glasgow as they take to the tracks later this evening in the men's 100 meters semi-finals. Julio Ashifiamo has more.
Team Ghana finally has the momentum. Benjamin Azamati and Abdul Rashid Saminu produced impressive performances to qualify for the men's 100-meter semi-finals, clocking season's best times of 10 seconds and 10.01 seconds, respectively. In boxing, Desmond Papo edged Tonga's Josh Tonga by split decision in the men's 80-kilogram division to reach the quarterfinals. Victory in his next bout will guarantee Ghana at least a bronze medal. However, it was heartbreak for Ebenezer Ankara, who exited the men's 60-kilogram event after a controversial 3-to-split decision loss to Scotland's Nicholas Devlin following a crucial point deduction in the final round. Ramatu Kwei also bowed out of the women's 51-kilogram competition after a unanimous point defeat to Canada's Amber Jane Wall. Despite the mixed results, Communications Director for Team Ghana, Charles Osei Isibe, remains optimistic about the country's medal prospects.
What we look out for is to appease Ghanaians, to make Ghanaians happy by winning medals. So as the CGA, we are still hopeful that the team will win some medals. But for the various federations, they see improvement. They see that there's future performances of their respective athletes. So for the federations, they are fine. So for us, as a Commonwealth Games Association or GOC, we feel that more can be done. And
5 Ghanaian boxers are now just one victory away from the medal zone, while Azamati and Saminu remain in contention on the track. There is also hope from athletes yet to begin their campaigns, including Joseph Paul Amoa, Rosia Bois, the weightlifters, judocas, and several para-athletes. For Charles Osei Asibe, Team Ghana is determined to keep flying the nation's flag high.
Their performances are okay, but I feel that if they had gotten something right, they would have been able to, advance. The amateur boxing or boxing at this level is the skill, technique, and aggression. If you don't get aggressive, forget it. I'm sure that's what happens. But we are not perturbed. We are still confident that the other 5 boxers who are boxing will advance. Beyond that, there's athletics. We will advance.
All right, so that's Charles Osei. He's the communications director for the Team Ghana all the way in Glasgow, and then that report. But let's stay with that. Later today for Team Ghana schedule, for the men's 100 meter semi-finals, Benjamin Azamati will be in action at 6:10 p.m. Azamati will be in lane 4 for that race. He would be up against Kenya's Meshach Babu, Jamaica's Rohan Watson, Cameroon's Emmanuel Eseme, Lachlan Kennedy of Australia. There's Nigeria's Favour Ashi, South Africa's Cheswell Johnson, and then Duan Asemota of Canada. Well, around that same time in the evening, there's Abdul Rashid Saminu as well in the semis. He will be in lane 3 for that race. He will be coming up against Elliot Jones of England, Jeremiah Azu of Wales, Kinsola Ajayi of Nigeria. There's Ferdinand Omanyala of Kenya, South Africa's Bradley Nkwana, and then Omari Lewis of Trinidad and Tobago. And then finally, there's Rohan Browning of Australia in that race. All the best to Ghana's 2 sprinters. Well, for the high jump, women's high jump final, Rosie Bois will be in action at 6:05 p.m. later today. But in boxing, there's Jibril Muntari, who will also be in action for the 90 kg quarterfinals. He will come up against Gary McAllister of Northern Ireland at 1:45 p.m. And then in the 55 kg, Ghana's Amadou Mohamed will face Ellis Trowbridge at 12:30 in the quarterfinal stage of the Commonwealth Games. But let's get to the WAFCON in Morocco. In South Africa's Bayana lost to Tanzania by 2-1. Yesterday, Ivory Coast also beat Burkina Faso by 4-1, going top of Group B in the 2026 WAFCON. Later today, the Copper Queens of Zambia up against Egypt at 5 p.m. And then at 10 p.m., the Super Falcons of Nigeria take on debutant Malawi in the group stages. Now to Cote d'Ivoire, and Black Satellite head coach Maxwell Konedu admits his tactics did not work after Ghana suffered a 4-2 defeat to Nigeria in the opening Group B match at the 2026 WAFU Zone B Under 20 Championship. Now, despite the disappointing results, Konedu remains optimistic and says that the team will correct its mistakes ahead of their crucial clash against Burkina Faso on July 30.
Yeah, quite a difficult game. We plan to, start with the high press to see how our opponent could, handle it. In the process, we gave away some cheap goals that I think could have been avoided. Having said that, we can't take anything away from our colleagues. They did well. I think they played better than we did. We have accepted that. The only thing right now for us to bounce back and try to win the games that are ahead of us.
All right, so that's some Black Satellite head coach Maxwell Konedu speaking out after the 4-2 defeat to Nigeria. Now let's talk some transfer news, starting off from Chelsea's doorsteps, because they have held positive initial talks with Brighton about a deal for Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck has a year remaining on his contract. Brighton do not want to stand in the way of the striker as long as they get fair price for his deal. However, Rio Ferdinand has called for Danny Welbeck to ignore a move to Chelsea and return to Manchester United. Still on Chelsea, they have made a complete 180-degree turn in their transfer strategy after registering an interest in Brentford midfielder Jordan Henderson. But let's get some more reactions regarding Chelsea's pursuit of Welbeck and Jordan Henderson. Here is Alex Crook of TalkSport.
Yeah, obviously this is a story that has only really developed in the last couple of hours, but I've spoken to sources on both sides and the interest from Chelsea is genuine. Some people actually close to Danny Welbeck suggesting that maybe talks are quite advanced. I think this is one that could well happen. He's 35 now. He's got a year left of his contract at Brighton. He's been a brilliant servant for the Seagulls, no question about that. But I think this shows the sea change at Chelsea, doesn't it? Excuse the pun. I mean, just been for dick.
Very good.
They want experience, don't they? And it was something Enzo Maresca was crying out for. It's something the fans have been crying out for. They've got a deal in place for Maxence Lacroix to come in. They tried for Granit Xhaka, and obviously Danny Welbeck would bring an awful lot of experience at the top end of the pitch. I think if this does happen, as I say, it seems to be that it will, that would probably spell the end of Liam Delap's Chelsea career. And I don't.
All right, so that's Alex Crook of TalkSport with all that update. Let's get to the camp of the Italian national team, and Paolo Maldini has left his role as technical director of the Italian Football Federation following the decision not to appoint Andrea Pirlo as Italy's head coach. On the part of Newcastle, winger Harvey Barnes has signed a new long-term contract at the club. The 28-year-old has 2 years left on his existing deal. Now to France, and their new head coach Zinedine Zidane will be later announced today. He would replace Didier Deschamps. Zidane has not coached since leaving Real Madrid in 2021. The midfield great coached Real to 3 straight Champions League titles from 2016 to 2018. Now finally, John Stones has verbally agreed to join Inter Milan on a free transfer. The England defender's representatives are now set to finalize terms with Inter over a 2-year contract. Well, that's the very, very latest in the world of sport. For more, you can head to citysportsonline.com and on X at City Sports GHA. Kickoff is proudly brought to you by Polytangana and Lesheho. Let's improve life. I'm Gabi Ofe. Enjoy the rest of the day. Do take care and bye-bye.
Let's go.
services.
Come to Let's
Innovative financial solutions. We deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's go, we improve your life.
Let's go, hey, let's go, hey, let's go, hey, mama, hey, mama, hey, mama.
Even when you're stuck with nothing,
come to Let's go.
No matter your situation,
come to Let's go.
Let's go, we improve your life.
Let's go, hey, let's go, hey, let's go, hey, mama, hey, mama, hey, mama.
Let's go, we improve your life.
It's so hard to find someone who's always there, who do the best they can to push you to the top. But I found myself a friend who's all of these and more. When I put my dreams to sleep, you wake me up to dream. I trust in blue. I trust in blue. I trust in blue. I trust in blue. Save your money with blue. Secure your future true. Blue Ghana day for you. I put my trust in blue. I trust in blue.
Blue Financial Services Ghana Limited. Trust in blue.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
The Money Matters segment is brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Welcome to the Money Matters segment with Petra. Some people hear retirement and immediately think about suffering, boredom, or dependence. But retirement should be freedom. Time for yourself, time for family, and peace of mind. The difference is preparation. Good planning changes retirement from fear into freedom. The free pension health check helps you evaluate the health of your pension. So book a session by visiting our website at www.petraonline.com. Petra, achieve more.
The Money Matters segment was brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
Great news! The Ungalicious Abinwaha promo has been extended to 15th August 2026. And now, participating is even easier. Simply submit
20 Onga powder promo sachet
or
20 Onga shrimp tablets promo wrappers
or a mix of the two, still making a total of 20. Submit
at any Onga redemption center near you and receive your scratch card. Scratch to review your unique code.
And dial
*713*27# and win instantly.
There's over 4 million worth of cash prizes to be won, including
cash prizes up to 200,000 Ghana cedis,
appliances, and many more. Promo now ends on 15th August 2026.
Terms and conditions apply.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
This advert is FDA approved.
The contract is here, but my pocket flat like a football with no hair.
Don't stress. That is why DCI Microfinance is here for you.
DCI? What magic can they do?
No magic, just real solutions. With your contract and LPO financing, you can deliver on time. And when you're waiting on payment, their invoice and certificate discounting puts cash in your hands quickly. Their loans are fast, simple, and reliable.
So no more borrowing for my father-in-law? Now, that's a blessing.
Exactly. Call them now on 0577 66 9346. DCI Microfinance. Miles beyond the extra.
Improve your gum and oral health with the new Nesta mouthwash from Ernest Chemists Limited. Nesta mouthwash comes in original and fresh mint for the treatment of bleeding or irritated gums, mouth ulcers, maintenance of oral hygiene, prevention of bad breath and plaque. Nesta mouthwash, great oral hygiene, long-lasting freshness. Available in pharmacies nationwide. Manufactured and distributed by Ernest Chemists Limited.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
The day you give your love to me won't be a day too late. Oh, you to me are everything. The sweetest song that I could sing. Oh, baby. Come on now. This is the real thing. I beg you played my song for me. No, God bless you. Just in case this is your song as well, 0539 986 996. Let me tell someone something special for you. Like this one. Happy birthday to the MD of Octavian Ghana Limited, Mr. Ahmed Wahab. We, the management and the entire staff, celebrate your leadership, fairness, and respect for all, because these are the attributes you possess. May your years ahead be filled with success. We love you, MD. Oh, MD. A blessed 65th birthday to you, Reverend Stanley of Charismatic Evangelistic Ministry. Your vision and the love you pour into us is amazing. Your mantle and vision to evangelize never grows old, and we will support this till eternity. Have a blessed day. We love you. Helps Ministry Giving is our calling. Happy birthday to you, Lady Julia Ajiman Yabua of Stanbic Bank, Prestige Banking. You are a proper lady and a beautiful soul. Oh, baby, thank you for being my navigation. When it comes to the kids' school, I always get a solution when we speak. May today be a great day. Love, Mamle. Happy Pearl anniversary to you, Mr. and Mrs. Azuma Mensah, aka Delcam. Power couple, papa. May the next 30 years be joyful and sweet. Cheers and stay blessed. Akushika and Mamle. Happy birthday to Mrs. Yvonne Boateng, Deputy Chief Domestic Beza, Asafo Senior High School. We wish you long life with good health and prosperity from your husband, children, mom, and sisters. Good morning. Please kindly wish on our behalf a glorious birthday to one beautiful, hardworking, and intelligent woman, Ms. Dorcas Akoli, aka Doki, of ECG Regional Office, Koforidia. She's such an awesome person to work with and ever ready to assist customers with humility. And enjoy your day. Stay blessed always from the Girls, Dumb People, ECG Regional Office. Loads of dedications. Will be coming back to some of them shortly. 0539986996. Girlfriend.
Yeah, Charlie.
What's up?
Yesterday.
Yes.
I don't know what is happening, but I should have perhaps made some inquiries. I saw some reflector vest wearing young men moving around my neighborhood checking food kiosks.
Oh, nice.
From Avle Kuma West. But I did not talk to them. Okay. So I'm wondering whether they were collecting money or they are inspecting sanitary conditions. Yeah, I should have spoken to them, but I was in a bit of a hurry. Okay. But it was interesting to see. And once I got home, yesterday there was a bit of a conversation as to who really checks those things. Yeah. Because we know FDA has a role, this one has a role, but when you are looking for answers, everybody runs away. You know, and I am convinced, Bernard and Sky, that we need to step on the neck of the municipal authorities a bit more, because they have apparently what is the environmental health departments, and I've checked the websites of 3 of the municipalities, those who are functional websites, that is, and looked at the functions of the environmental health department or units of those municipal assemblies, and it includes health and market certification. So it looks like that is where our conversation should sit.
Right.
So are these persons working in these units very active? Are they going out there to make sure that the food is being handled properly? That they are being stored properly? How often do you go back to inspect? Is there like a sticker that you're supposed to have on your table when you are selling that as a buyer I'm supposed to see that tells me that, okay, this table I am standing at or this store I am standing at has passed a fit check from the health service, because they know where the markets are. They are the ones who are supposed to be on the ground, because at least it is within municipality. So we need to apply pressure to these environmental health service units that fall within the municipality. And Bernard has always said this, that if we can get the local government units to do their work, a lot of the problems that we have concerns with will be solved. And this one is a big one, because yesterday, Charlie, some guy sent something that Bernard put on the platform. Hey! Look, if you see the pictures from the Lankwantanan market, you will, in the area, you won't buy anything there.
You're talking about Madina Market.
Madina Market, you won't buy anything.
But he actually says that that's an example of, so maybe Sky can read the full statement he sent. And listeners, by the way, what were we talking about? We're discussing day 2 of yesterday. Yesterday we featured a video that one of the Bastard boys had taken from the Temamanhian beach, where people were drying fish purportedly to be salted next to refuse and next to people defecating. And he was concerned that this fish would enter our market and people would eat it and get sick. The assembly has not made a statement on this since we put this information out. Of course, Bastard Boys put it out over the weekend and we amplified it yesterday. We haven't heard from the FDA, we haven't heard from the Standards Authority, we haven't heard from the Tema Assembly. So it's been almost 24 hours since that video came. In the interest of public safety, you would have expected the Food and Drugs Authority to even take, even if not notice, at least make a statement about or pay a visit to the place, if not that. We haven't heard anything from Food and Drugs Authority. And I think it's unacceptable, because this video has been, I think when it comes on your WhatsApp, it's now labeled forwarded many times. Tells you that this has gone round. It's been sent to me by many people. And we know bus stop boys. So this is not some attention-seeking person trying to just create a sensation. These people have been working many years in cleaning gutters. And the gentleman took a video in broad daylight of a lot of fish being dried in the open next to refuse at Temaman here. And a woman was defecating not far away with a baby next to her. Godfred also made the point that across here in Accra, Jamestown, next to fire service, fish meant for consumption is dried on the bare floor next to refuse. This is a major public health concern, and we have not heard any comment from the Food and Drugs Authority or the relevant local assemblies. So this morning, somebody sent another message, which I think you should highlight for us.
Okay, Bernard. So let me take you to this piece, which was sent to us by Joshua Alexander Jan. And he titles it National Food Safety Certification and Food Business Regulation Program. And he writes to you and says, Dear Sir, I listened to Citi FM's discussion on the alarming food safety conditions at the Tema Newtown Fishing Beach. Your observation that we cannot trace the source of our foods in Ghana deeply resonated with me. My name is Joshua Alexander Jan, founder and CEO of Mr. Kitchen Company Limited. For the past 10 years, I have operated in Ghana's food industry, working closely with farmers, food processors, retailers, regulators, and consumers. This journey has given me first-hand insight into both the strengths and the significant gaps within our food safety system. Over the past week, after documenting the unsafe processing and storage of cassava dough at Medina Market and engaging key stakeholders, I came to the realization that the situation at Medina is not an isolated incident. Rather, it reflects a much broader national challenge across many of our markets, food processing sites, storage facilities, and food supply chains, similar to the concerns discussed on the Citi Breakfast Show today, yesterday, regarding the unsafe fish processing environment at Tema Newtown and the inability to trace the source of our food. Now, these experiences inspired me to develop the attached National Food Safety Certification and Food Business Regulation Program. The proposal presents a practical national framework to strengthen food safety through the registration and certification of food businesses, digital traceability, routine compliance monitoring, and coordinated institutional enforcement. It also projects the creation of a minimum 19,000 direct jobs, strengthened oversight over 185,000 food businesses, improved food safety across approximately 1,490 public markets, and benefits more than 500,000 food handlers nationwide. I believe this proposal can contribute meaningfully to the important national conversation that Citi FM and Citi TV, which is Channel 1 television, have consistently led on food safety and consumer protection. I'll be honored if you could spare some time to review the attached proposal. I would also be grateful for the opportunity to discuss it with you, should you find it worthy of further consideration. Thank you for your time and for your unwavering commitment to advancing conversations that shape Ghana's future. Again, signed by Mr. Alexander Jan, who says is the founder and CEO of Mr. Kitchen Company Limited.
I think we can speak to him later in the morning for more on this, but I think he highlights the food safety and traceability and registration and certification as a key component.
Yeah, Bernard, I just want to add that looking at the photographs that he attaches
can you describe them
to this piece, Bernard? I mean, no sane human being should eat from these sources, regardless of whether you are going to cook the food. Agbelimo, cassava dough. When you look at the environment, you feel like, forgive me if you're having breakfast, like this is some human waste oozing out of a septic tank or underground chamber which is hosting human waste spilling out onto the open. Like the floor is bare, it is not concrete. You're looking at a mixture of soil, mud, all kinds of things. The environment is not clean. You think of the worst conditions you find when you go into a slum where nobody is responsible for a particular space. And the water draining out of these bags of agbelimon, sitting on the floor.
Can imagine the stench.
Flies over it. You see rubber bags all over the place. There are some, I don't know whether these are discarded clothing or whatever it is. You see some of them also on the floor. And it is sitting there in the open, not covered. And this is one of the major ingredients you find in almost every Ghanaian akpele or banku, because the others will mix the award with, agbelimo at some point, depending on how you like it. The people who eat banku in the Accra context, they either use the amoku, which is the kondo, and mix it with the agbelimo to prepare their banku, as they call it, or they do it separately. Now, it is impossible to tell whether someone is actually responsible for this space. Because if this is a warehouse, it seems an open warehouse. If it is a place where you are supposed to go and receive your consignment, someone must be responsible for it. But Bernard, the photographs we see, and if you play the videos, you ask yourself, so this is in a market. Someone is selling this. If you look at our laws, there are specific requirements as to how you handle food you sell on to other people to eat.
Yeah.
But everything in my bones tells me that this should not be something that we should be eating. It is irrelevant that we cook it. You understand? People will make the argument that, oh, when you buy it, you cook it. But that's not the point. At every chain, the requirement is that you should handle the food you are selling to people properly. But with the greatest respect, this is terrible. And you also see, Willie, and how they are selling it. You see evidence of bayire, or is it bayire yam? How do you call it?
Bayire. Or yele.
Yele. On the floor. And the floor, no, this is a market too. The floor is wet.
Yeah.
Muddy.
Yeah.
And they have poured the thing, not even sack on the floor, not even rubber bag on the floor.
Yeah.
They have just dumped it on the floor. They are displaying it on the floor.
Yeah.
And if this is how we are living and eating in 2026.
Sky, do you have any reason to believe that this is an isolated case?
Not at all. I mean, from the evidence we've reviewed since yesterday, it is horrifying.
Yeah. Let me ask a question. Who is in charge of the safety of food in our markets?
I just told you.
The local assemblies,
the
they are immediately close to
the environmental health departments of the various municipal assemblies.
Yeah.
In fact, you're supposed to get a permit.
Yep.
True.
So we don't know whether the issue...
For all kinds of... Because don't forget that the way the food comes in, there are retailers who have stores, and then there are people who come and offload. So if you go to the market, typically, there's the place on the bare floor where they come and do the bulk offloading and then redistribution.
Whichever...
Does the mandate of this person include
that place too? Handling.
At all points of the chain.
Yes.
At every turn.
You see, because once it enters that environment, somebody has to say, this is a good environment for whatever is going to happen. So if it is meat, there has to be a way of processing the meat and handling the meat before the permit is handed out. So everything in that chain falls within the remit of the environmental health unit of the municipal assemblies.
So in this case of the video, the Medina or Lankwantana assemblies environmental...
They failed.
No, but
they have failed.
Let's take our time. Medina is a huge market. All right, I've lived in Medina. In fact, I was born in Medina. When I go to the assembly, okay, fine, not to hold brief. Let's find out how many environmental wine they have in that Medina Lankwantana place and compare it to the size of that market. Let's find out what their work schedule is. Because Medina market begins from Zungo Junction to Rich Junction, all the way to Taxi Rank. is, I don't know how to describe it. It's massive. All right. I'm not sure, even if they wanted to work 7 days a week, they can even finish that market. I don't know, because the market is big. What I'm trying to suggest is that maybe the size of the market and the system around regulating it is not commensurate. Adenta market is much smaller. So if you tell me that Adenta's environmental health officers can go to Adenta market routinely to do checks, I can tell you. Because Adenta market is not that big. But Madina market is really massive. And not to hold brief, I feel like the arrangement the Madina Assembly may have is not fit for the type of regulation they need to do, which means they may need FDA and other higher state agencies to support them. That's my thinking on the face of it. But I defer to your
there is the food safety and hygiene portion of the AMA's bylaws. This is 2017, and because you ask about who is responsible for what, it details everything that is supposed to be done, including even the health status of those who are handling food that is sold in public spaces. Now, just go down. It even talks about washing of plates and others. But let me come to one part where it says that requirements as to public eating rooms. So it deals with everything, right? So provision of separate places for eating, cooking, and lavatory. A hotel, motel, guest house, pub, restaurant, chop bar, or food joint shall provide the following: a separate room used solely as a public eating room, a separate kitchen used solely for cooking and for the preparation of food and liquid refreshment for use in the premises aforementioned, a separate lavatory for male and female. You hardly see these. A separate changing cloak room for male and female. Cloak, yes. Now, it talks about requirement to public eating rooms. Let me jump to here. Food shall be handled to avoid contamination from biological, chemical, and physical contaminants. Food shall be processed in a manner that protects the food from flies, dirt, and other animals. Utensils, cutlery, and other items used in the processing of or preparation of food shall be adequately sanitized, kept away from dust, flies, or any other contaminants.
So what are you reading, please?
So this is the AMA's bylaws, basically. And
does it tell us who's to ensure this? So this is the way who is supposed to ensure this? Or you need to find it.
It's here. It's sanitary conditions to be kept on premises. Let me just read two things to answer that. Solid and liquid waste from premises where food is processed shall be managed in accordance with conditions specified by the Metro Public Health Department. And B, sanitary facilities and other necessary facilities may be provided by the proprietor as directed by the Environmental Health Officer.
So it's the environmental health unit. I'll read something to you. So let me take you to, for instance, Ayawasu West Municipal Assembly. They have a very functional website.
Very good.
This is the environmental health and sanitation page. The head is here. His name is Shiani Mutala. He's smiling. Core mandate: to provide strategic and administrative leadership for the management of policies and programs relating to environmental sanitation. I would take you to services provided: house-to-house inspection to detect nuisances and find means of abatement. Inspect hospitality industries to ensure food, clients, and staff safety. School inspections to ensure adequate lighting and ventilation, the avoidance of overcrowding and safety of school children. Market inspection. Inspection of sanitary facilities within the municipality. Inspection and issuing of suitability report and certificate. Then you also have their functions. Let me go that one for you. To provide strategic advice for the formulation and review of policies and programs on environmental sanitation. Develop technical standards and specification for environmental sanitation service delivery. Manage day-to-day administration. Okay, that's the district. Coordinate the application of engineering techniques and concepts in the solution of waste management and problems. Initiate and coordinate research. Vet building plans and specifications. Appraise, direct reports, etc. But key here for me, the market inspections, and they provide permits as well.
All right, we'll try and see if we can get any of those people to explain how they do this work on the ground. I think it's time for Tech and Social Media Trends.
Yes, and Edwin Kwalkofi is here. Tech and Social Media Trends is brought to us by Telecel. Edwin, good morning.
Good morning to you, Caleb. Good morning, everyone else on the panel. Good morning to you listening. Let's start off with a lot of interesting news because it was the Day of Ministers yesterday. First, we heard from the Foreign Affairs Minister who addressed the media on a number of issues, primarily the tension between Ghana and South Africa regarding the xenophobic attacks in the country, the anti-migrant protests that have been going on, which he confirmed have resulted in the deaths of 2 Ghanaians so far. He mentioned that Ghana was pursuing justice for these 2, including the first, Isaac, who was killed while he attempted to escape these, as he called them, hoodlums who attacked him. He says that they've still not received an autopsy report from the South African authorities. So the Ghanaian government commissioned its own autopsy into his death. Yes. And so they expect to receive the reports later this week to make a determination on how to proceed with the issue. So he announced how the evacuees from South Africa were going to be reintegrated into the society, including a 5,000 CD package for them and transportation of about 500 CDs as well to enable them integrate into the society.
What struck me was the Ukraine one, not to move away. The fact that we have about 200 and something Ghanaians who had been recruited to fight in the war. And I think how many of them had died?
About 55, had died.
I didn't know that many Ghanaians. And he spoke about the way they were recruited. It seems as if a lot of people are gullible. And I wasn't clear whether they went knowingly or whether they were sent there for a work and then they ended up fighting. That wasn't that clear.
I think we've heard before from governments that
unknowingly.
Not unknowingly, knowingly.
No, they know that they are
going to fight in a war.
No, they know that they are going into
for opportunities.
Yeah, for opportunities, and when they get there, they are forced into.
No.
Some
of them are, okay, let's hear you. Some of them are clear. They know.
There was a clear recruitment process on certain platforms for this, with promises of provision of papers after you serve a voluntary period. The same way Ghanaians use military services elsewhere to get permanent residence.
So you go and the same fight in a war,
promised a certain type of stipend. It's the typical recruitment style. Even the extremist groups, Al-Shabaab and Co, that is how they recruit.
So you can't say it like subterfuge, like they were deceived.
No, that's how they recruit.
They know that they are going to fight for some small time.
Yes.
And when they finish, they will get their papers.
What they might have not, planned for is being sent to the front line. Perhaps they were told that they will work in support services, in vehicle repair
or something.
But you get there and then
they give you a gun.
They send you to front line. That might be where the subterfuge is.
I get it.
But in terms, some of them were pretty clear in their mind as to what they were going to do.
It's very serious. Anyway.
Okay, so
that was the foreign minister, right?
Yeah, the foreign minister. He spoke on a number of issues, including the recent erroneous report by SABC. Spoke about the fact that reports that South Africa had withdrawn the visa waiver agreement with Ghana. That was false. He said that was false. That visa waiver agreement still in place. Yes, so that was it for the foreign affairs minister. Let's move on to the education minister, who took his turn on the point of view. He addressed the press conference last week, and this time he was on point of view to expand on a number of the points he raised, including the plans for the free SHS, how the government had reviewed it, denied reports that they were borrowing to fund the free SHS. We also spoke about the school placements, spoke about the fact that they needed 24 months to be able to get rid of the double track system.
So he said he needed one more year to deal with the issues with CSSPS, because by which time the schools... So it's a pressure issue. So and then the double track as well, the buildings will be finished in 24 months.
Going through the comments, a number of people are happy that we are getting timelines. The minister is giving timelines for the solving of a lot of these issues.
He committed to yesterday we got a report from our Central Region correspondent in relation to one of the schools in the Central Region. Is it Feteman SHS? So so what we'll do is we're going to send details of the school to him. Hopefully, it will be added to because a school that doesn't have
toilets,
it didn't have assembly hall. I mean, dining hall is really bad. So,
and he was particularly interested in the literacy challenge, the question that we had posed to him. He spoke a lot about AI and how it should be controlled to ensure that it doesn't become the end-all be-all for all of our students. Let's move away from the ministers and go to Abdul Samed Suleimana, whose name is trending because Ghana's tallest man has unfortunately passed away. Yes, so he died apparently in the early hours of Monday at the Tamale Teaching Hospital, where he'd been receiving treatment for complications relating to his gigantism.
His size is too tall.
Yes, he was too tall. So he'd been having a lot of health problems. He had been referred to the Tamale Teaching Hospital. Unfortunately, he passed away. We recently heard from Ibrahim Muhammad, the businessman, who said he would take care of the medical bills to ensure that he was able to recover and have a good life. But unfortunately, he's passed away. He was affectionately known as Awuche. Yes, he was 7 feet 8 inches.
Incredible.
Yeah, incredible. Rest in peace.
So rest in perfect peace.
Yes. Let's move on to another topic which started trending very early this morning, and the beef between Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy doesn't seem to.
It has come back again.
It's come back in full force. The last time we saw them, they were embracing pretty hard at the fundraising for the Black Stars. But then Shatta Wale, in an interview, he says that Stonebwoy used to, I'm quoting him, used to call him daddy, used to come and visit him where he stayed, and that he thinks now he's saying that he's better than Shatta Wale because he's in the media and that he can't look at him, otherwise he will fall.
Yeah, I heard him say that.
He said a number of things in that interview.
Do a song for us instead of beefing. Just do something.
Yeah, and Stonebwoy isn't taking it easy at all. He's also responded on social media.
The amount they pledged for the Black Stars and they redeem them. I've not had any update.
Yeah, we've not had any update.
I think it's an act too. Some of it will just sell. I think they should release the next album so that we know.
No, but they pay the money.
I don't know, but I'm saying the two of them, I think it's an act.
Sometimes they do it.
To make sure that they are viable in the market.
To get a fan base to talk.
Yeah, because I don't understand this.
Eddie will come and read it.
You see, no, because we don't have we don't have that type of gang culture like the Jamaicans do for dance hall music.
Yeah.
So this is more to be at this for a decade.
It's just for,
it doesn't make sense.
It's just for the hype.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
For the culture.
There isn't enough depth in the beef to make sense. They should stop it.
It's not substantive beef.
Yeah, the beef, there's no sense in it.
Well, it's when there is
maybe that's also the thing about beef. It never makes sense.
It doesn't have to.
Anyway.
Yeah, also trending from the Ashanti region, the Otunfo said to Asante Hene Otunfo has distilled the paramount chief of Ahofo, Kenyase, number 2. Yeah,
the longest serving paramount chief within his
about
jurisdiction.
89 years he served.
Yes,
89
years. But the evidence was presented
because last week
the matter was heard and
because last week
was rendered.
The chief was training last week. He made a rare appearance in public dancing and stuff. 4 days later,
but if you follow the way they do it, they will give you a hearing.
Yeah, he was given a hearing.
They will give you a hearing.
He looked very pained.
And then the day that they will distill you, you will know. Because when you appear, then the way they will look at your face.
But the charge sheet was long.
Yes. And it's been a very long
period. They say he has been once. Governor, we catch now.
Imagine if we did that in our politics. Some MCs. Some ministers. They went to be pastors. The president will you. I have listened to the show. They've been talking about your issue for 3 months. I'm not acting.
Go.
Okay, so let's finish off with tech news and Google is back in the trends because following the fine by the EU and the comments by Donald Trump, other companies, smaller companies across Europe, are taking it as an opportunity to also take on Google and get a share of that pie. So Google is facing a number of lawsuits from about half a dozen companies who are going after them over their monopolistic tendencies. So they feel that Google directs customers away from the other apps to ensure that it uses its own services, including Gemini.
When you have a Google
App Store.
They will even ask you, should I make Google Chrome?
Yeah.
They just want to wipe. I think Microsoft Explorer has died, right?
Yeah, well, no, it hasn't died in a sense, but no one uses it.
But if no one uses it,
the meme is that everyone gets starts off with Microsoft Web, just Microsoft Office, just to download Google Chrome and then use that instead. Explorer.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Google, they different, Charlie.
I just want to add something before you go. You know, the other day I was I wrote an opinion for someone who wanted to enlist outside the country.
Okay.
Do you know that it is on our law books, it is an offense to enroll into a foreign army without receiving express permission from the President of the Republic?
Everything in Ghana is a law. There's even a law. So, I'm not surprised.
So there's a law known as the Foreign Enlistment Act of 1961. For those of you who go and join the foreign armies, you see them, British Army, US Army, and brandishing their weapons and their uniforms and blah, blah, blah.
It's an offense to enlist in the foreign army.
Exactly. Without written permission granted by the President of the Republic.
So this is not for soldiers, for ordinary people.
It is, whether you are a soldier or not, to the extent that you are a citizen of Ghana, and you have decided that you are joining a foreign army.
So you can't, unless you renounce.
You have to, yes. So you have to write properly to the president. And
that you want to join the British
Army.
Oh, then we have been.
But those armies also, let's be clear here. You can't join those armies without having received some sort of permanent residency.
Yeah. No, it's not about permanent residency.
A Ghanaian passport holder, according to Sky, should not be fighting for another country.
Let me read the section 1 of the act for you.
There's always an act.
A person who, being a citizen of Ghana, within or without the Republic, accepts or agrees to accept, without the permission in writing of the President first, had and obtained any commission or engagement in the military service of any other country, or induces any other person, whether a citizen or not, to accept or agree to accept any commission or engagement in the military service of any other country, is guilty of first degree felony.
Hey, then they arrest people.
So I'm reading it because, like, so many people are using this, as you said, as a route to getting into the citizenship of other countries.
Wow.
If you want to serve in a foreign army, the law requires specific things. I'm not going to sit here to provide all the legal advice, but I'm sure there are lawyers.
We should write to the president. My challenge with Ghana is that, look, he just read market. You can't even manage where you put food in the market. Now you're going to regulate who is going to go out. Like even food they put on the floor of a market. You have a law about it, but you can't enforce it. I'm not saying it's wrong. My challenge is that we are very legalistic, but we don't implement anything.
You know something? The reason I'm reading it is also because you hear the foreign minister suggest that they are trying to negotiate and get these people back, right? If you get them back, we are going to expend our resources on them, right? But the law imposes some obligations on the state to deal with these people. Of course, prosecutorial authority means that you can decide to prosecute or not prosecute depending on the circumstances. But what it means is, to the extent that the taxpayers' money will be used, we should also look at the sanctions regime. And that's ourselves.
I don't think these people are victims.
Are they? The circumstances.
Somebody is running out of Ghana to go and do some work so that he will get money. He finds himself fighting a war he probably did not bargain for. Why should we use the law to prosecute such a person?
No, that's why I said prosecutorial discretion.
Because the way you narrate how they got there, it suggests that these people may not necessarily be completely
There
clear.
are people who actively, I know, that's why I just told you that. There are people who contact you to find out, what is the legal position on this matter or that matter. So there are people who do the right thing.
Yeah.
So if you want to do right to the presidency, A, B, C, D. But there are people who just go out there, grab military service, grab all the entitlements that come with it, and still hold on to Ghanaian passport and flaunt it.
But the law is funny. How many ordinary Ghanaians have access to the president to write to him? President who is leaving the country hustling to go look for work should write to the president. The president give the letter. Yeah. What kind of law is this? I mean, I'm not.
There's wisdom in ancestral positions.
No, I'm not sorry, but let's be pragmatic here. These are 200 people who've left the country because of economic hardship.
Yeah.
And the law's remedies that right to the president to give you permission before you can fight another.
Bernard, you are a big man. Someone sat in Medina somewhere, wrote, what do you call it? What's the name? A letter to us. We have read it here on this platform.
But to the president.
Look, the president
is inundated with plenty.
No, he is our president. So if the law says write to him, write to him. If you want to send it through the minister of defense or whatever, do that.
Would the president even give you that? Why would if I'm a president, I won't give you that right? Like you go and fight for another country, why would I give you?
Well, that is the law. Meet it first. Yeah. But let's talk about other matters.
I'm just worried about how we are happy to put up laws that we know will not be obeyed.
It will not function.
I mean, how many people who are in that situation who obey such a law?
Do you know why?
Why do you put it in?
You know why? Tomorrow you'll be sitting in this studio. Someone is a citizen of Ghana and still holding military service elsewhere. Come sit here, and then he's commanded from there to grab you, but I'm sitting here, or do something untoward to you, and then he does it.
Okay, fine.
Knock on wood. And then now the question will be, how did they happen? The point is that ancestral positions have some wisdom.
Okay.
You understand? So let's pay attention to some of these things. We know that the laws are there, people are not enforcing them. But at least
the law must be there.
Well noted. Edwin, talk to me.
Yeah, I was just going to add that besides the people who actually went there for military service, there are a number of people. There's a report from DW from last year which says that about 14 Ghanaians were promised jobs in agriculture and security, and that's how they were lured there, and then they were forced into military service. So not everyone there went specifically
in war. Yeah. All right, Edwin, thank you.
There are many reasons to connect, and it's all to put smiles on the faces of those you love.
Daddy, thanks for the tea cash, okay? I love you.
That's my daughter Angela. Caring for my parents, that's my duty. I also get to pay my utility bills easily with Telecel Cash, and to the suppliers at my shop.
Hello, sir. Telecel Cash payment received right on time. Thank you.
I get to make them smile because I can pay to my suppliers' merchant numbers, even on other networks directly. My dear ones, we keep the connection stronger when our family, friends, and business relations are happy. Live on cash, enjoy convenience, and make those who matter smile when you send them money with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Tell us how you need that. Enterprise life, abla bumi yanko. Wash us and then if you be why you be that? May you know, and I like how I am cool, bravo. Obisi ni ya breko. Obisi wish yanan konyo. Obisi odi netila. Also,
yo papa pia meshiano. Or remedy the sick cafiano. Nyawo your enterprise life wash the shema wo. It's to tell us how you want, tell us how you need them. Insurance to your doorstep, your preference, your advantage. Tell us how you want them.
Enterprise Life. 25 years strong, rooted in love, driven by you. Defining the future together.
Enterprise, your advantage.
You can't tell what your baby will become or what his interest will be. You can provide your growing babies with yummy goodness. Yumvita is a delicious cereal for your baby. Oh yeah, older ones love it too. Yumvita is filled with yummy goodness for growing babies and is available in other yummy variants. Yumvita, a delicious way to grow. This advert is FDA approved.
go celebrate. You say you love the man, but show working, my sister. Open your cow bank up and credit his account. Life simplified every single day. Yeah. Open your cow bank up and credit his account. Cow bank, make come easy, Charlie. Life simplified all the way. If you love your man, show working, not only talking plenty on his birthday. A king was born today. What can he do with that? Give him fuel, give him vibes, give him cow bank cash just like that. With your cow bank app, you send money by airtime, pay bills in seconds. Wherever you go, cow bank make your life simplified. Cow bank, forward together.
Eno, you know what our father left us when he died?
Debts?
He left us land, Eno. But Nanayo said the land is his. The court said, come back in 2031.
Hey, that's not an inheritance. That's a curse, brother.
Real Ejapade doesn't come with disputes. At Deftraco Woodlands, a 592-acre master planned gated city in Dawenya, your inheritance is waiting. Don't leave your children a court case. Leave them Deftraco Woodlands, the Ejapade they'll be proud of. Visit woodlands.devtracogroup.com. Call or WhatsApp us today on 0208-732-302.
Kofi, I think we need to call them.
Deftraco Woodlands, where your roots run deep. Charlie, trim I'm nice. I get some serious meeting. Allah, motion. But Charlie, no credit today. Oh, but you relax. Momo day.
Hey, what funny.
Yes, so I borrow small, sort myself out, I pay back. We move. Sport day. Charlie, you sure say you pay back? Yes, so that anytime somebody else they need them, Momo day. Be like I for can't borrow some more. Hey, you this boy. Don't go there and disgrace yourself. Allah motion.
Responsible borrowing be the real flexo for today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. Borrow, sort them, pay back. Momo day.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
25 after 8. Now at 7-Eleven Baseline Boats and Nuts, premium boats, nuts, washers, anchor boats, stud boats, U-boats, and more are manufactured right here in Ghana. We also provide advanced coating and surface treatment solutions. If you're in construction, mining, manufacturing, oil and gas, you know what I'm talking about. These are made here, right here in Ghana. Shorter lead times, dependable supply, high quality boats and nuts, proudly made here. Call us 0557-126-501. And every thriving business starts with a dream at Societe Generale Ghana. We believe those dreams deserve the right support. From now till September, we are helping SMEs access the financing and banking solutions they need through our SME Loans program. If you need equipment or machinery to expand your operations, our finance lease solution can help you. If you're looking for working capital to take advantage of new opportunities, Boafo Loan is designed to keep your business moving. We have the factoring and invoice discounting solution that helps improve your cash inflow. So whatever your business goes, our Societe Generale Ghana has the expertise to support your growth. Visit any of our branches. Call 0302-214-314. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you. If you're looking for a world-class university experience for your child right here in Ghana, Lancaster University Ghana is the only British campus in sub-Saharan Africa, offering students the same prestigious Lancaster University degree awarded in the UK. With a 90% graduate employment rate within 6 months of graduation, your child gets a head start in today's competitive global market. Students can choose from programs in business, law, computer science, economics, marketing, international relations, and more. All in a modern campus environment designed for success. Applications are now open. 0209607008. Call us today. Visit lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, global degree at your doorstep. We have loads of your messages on our conversation this morning. But a few more information for you.
Yeah, so ditch the banking hall queues and parking hassles. The Car Bank app helps you securely send money, pay bills, and manage your finances right from your phone in seconds, whether you're on a lunch break or relaxing at home. Switch the Car Bank mobile banking app today. It saves you time, all in one convenience, what it provides, and ultimately flexibility. Now, download the app today on the App Store, the Google Play Store to get started. Car Bank, forward together. Now, Yumvita infant cereal with milk is making feeding time easy and rich with 16 essential vitamins and minerals. You only need to add previously boiled water. 3 exciting variants: wheat, rice, maize, for an amazing experience or for an amazing price of just 5 cedi 50 pesos. This is the real value of money. Affordable, nutritious, and convenient. Yumvita, good nutrition for a strong start.
Okay.
Now, do you know that your mattress affects the health, comfort, and productivity of your life? Many cheap mattresses are made from low quality materials that can lead to discomfort, poor sleep, and unnecessary replacement costs. Choose quality, choose comfort, choose durability. For almost 60 years, Latex Foam has been Ghana's trusted mattress brand, providing certified quality and unmatched comfort from across or for homes across the country. For more information, call 0302-231-155 or go to latexfoamghana.com for more information. Latex Foam,
your partner for life.
Now, this event is tomorrow, the 29th, right? And 30th. We're talking about the Risk Africa Summit, bringing together board risk committee members, EXCO, CEOs, managers, and risk professionals. It's the 9th edition of this conference happening at the Crown Forest Hotel, 29th and 30th July, on the theme Global Risk, Local Impacts, Building Strong Systems and Institutions for a Resilient Future. It's 8 a.m. each day. Register by calling 0502-437-609. And of course, the Lexis University College invites students, workers, and the general public to apply for courses including nursing, midwifery, HR management, accounting and IT, banking, finance, computer science, and more. We are Tema Community 25. You may reach us via 055-112-6448. Admissions are in progress.
And imagine choosing your own global destination, enjoying flights, a 4-star hotel, and unforgettable experiences, all paid for. Stanbic Bank, in collaboration with MasterCard, is making it possible with the world on your card promo. Simply sign up for a new money wallet MasterCard. Load or reload $200 or more between now and the 14th of August 2026 to stand a chance to win a worldwide travel package for 2 to a destination listed on priceless.com. Simply put the word on your card and stand tall. Now, to all tech lovers, listen up. Tecno just dropped the ultimate game changer, the all-new Tecno Come Slim. This isn't just a phone, it's a style statement. It's ultra sleek 6.4mm double curved design that feels absolutely premium in your hand. It features an interactive mood light around the camera that flashes unique colors for your calls, messages, and charging updates. It's fully loaded with advanced Tecno AI, bringing you mind-blowing tools like AI image to video generator, noise cancellation, and your own AI health coach. So capture every moment instantly with a flash snap 2.0 and a powerful Sony night camera for flawless low light photos. The battery life is also excellent. If you're ready for an upgrade, head to any Tecno exclusive store nationwide today. Grab yours now. Step into the future.
Caleb, we have some messages
of them
reacting to the discussion about food safety.
Yeah.
We would also speak to the gentleman who emailed us a concern from the Medina market. This one says, "Good morning, Bernard. I want to draw your attention to a serious sanitation and public health problem at Tulaku. Tulaku is located just after the Ashaiman Timber Market on the road towards Akosombo, one of Ghana's key tourism hubs. Bernard, the situation there is terrible. The entire area smells. Cattle and other animals are being kept and slaughtered there. And the filth is beyond description. Worse still, the cattle have now moved from their allocated area to the roadside. They are being fed by the roadside and they are defecating there too. This has created total confusion with traffic jams building up towards Afenya. My question is simple. Which municipal assembly is in charge here? Where is the MP? Where are the assembly members? Nobody seems to be talking about this. This is on a major road leading to Akosombo. Tourists and commuters pass through here every day. Is this the image we want to project? I'm calling on the relevant authorities, the municipal authority, municipal assembly, the Ministry of Sanitation, the Ministry of Roads to act now. Clear the animals from the roadside, clean the area, enforce the rules, and restore order and dignity to Tulaku. We can do better.
Yeah.
Another one coming in. Good morning, Bernard. I'm following your market sanitary discussion. Please add Ogbojo Market to your list. It's a relatively new market and appears clean on the surface, but the conditions there are equally horrible.
Interesting. Why am I even laughing? I started going to a shaman market because I wanted to buy things in bulk and save some money. Charlie, the meat sellers, the butchers, have their things all over the wet floor. Everything is just chaka. As for the agbelimo and meat, if you knew where and how they process and store them, we won't eat them any longer. You wear nose mask one of these days. And visit our markets. Bernard, good morning. If you know or measure how serious we take our health, if you want to know how seriously we take our health, go to the Ghana Health Service office at Tema Station in Accra. See their gutters and environs, the Ghana Standards Authority around the traffic light, and see the kinds of adverts mounted and pasted there. Joey is sending this from West Adenta. As for Tema Station, good morning. Our institutions are simply not up to task. They don't care about public safety and healthcare. Our markets are a poisonous ground. Good morning, Bernard and team. This is such an unpleasant thing to be hearing, but someone must definitely say, Erade, we need to line up our leaders and everyone in authority responsible for these institutions at the Independence Square for the citizens to hoot at them. Steve sent this from Rage. Hello, Bernard. Kevin team. A few months ago, I was traveling from Ebri to Koforidua. Along the way, we passed through a town that is well known for producing and selling cassava dough. On that trip, I noticed several bags of cassava dough left by the roadside, apparently waiting to be transported. While looking at them, I saw a dog walk up to one of the bags, lifts its leg, and urinate.
He was marking his territory.
Yeah. I
witnessed this with my own eyes. Ever since then, I've been uneasy because I eat banku regularly, and it made me question how some of our food is handled before it reaches consumers. I believe this is something we can address. The FDA should introduce regulations requiring food products sold in our markets. Okay, so you see, let me just say that we are not asking FDA to start going to lock people up. Typically, when they see a big shop or store, maybe some Chinese mall, they will carry cameras and go there and say, hey, they are doing some exercise of enforcement. And then they will do what they have to do what they have to do. What we are saying is a very systemic failure to regulate our food chain. So I'm going to speak to the gentleman who sent us the email to get more insight into what he put up. So he's in the person of Joshua Alexander
Jan.
Joshua, thanks for joining the program and thanks for your email to us.
Good morning, Bernard and the team. Good morning, Dana.
Wonderful. So, you what do you do? Because from one description, you work in some kitchen, but it appears you have time to be taking photos of markets. So, what exactly do you do?
So let me go back a bit and then give you the context. So I went to UBS to study agri-technology. I majored in economics and extension. So my thesis was determinants of something in Ghana. That was 2013, 2014. And then that is where I was exposed to so much about our food system in Ghana. And so Mr. Kitchen came out from some of the recommendations and then the findings from my thesis, which was focusing on the fact that we don't have a lot of natural opportunities in terms of food on our market. Our market is heavily saturated with the heavily processed food products. And then the natural ones are also not, there's no value added. So we have a lot of...
all right. So you are into food safety and the rest of it. You say that what we are describing from the Temamanhian area is not an isolated case, and that Medina market as well. Which other markets did you visit over what period of time, and what else did you see?
So from my work, almost all the markets in Accra, I've been to all the markets in Accra, and I traveled a couple of times to outside Accra, and the situation is almost the same everywhere. There's no concern with our health market women just sell it for 7 6. We are not considered. Our health are not considered. And for Medina market, I go to Medina market almost. And anytime you go, you have to have to think. So what is like there's no concern for our health. And then so from last year, I've decided to, push it a bit further. And I'm happy that today I'm in Citi FM, and then we are having this national conversation. That has been my objective, to get the institution's attention to it, so that we reset our market setup, we reform how we certify and regulate our food in Ghana.
You are proposing a framework to strengthen food safety through registration and certification of food businesses. Before we get there, who in the chain has failed to lead us to where we are? Because you need to know which gap you are filling with your solution, right? So what is not working before we come to your proposed solution?
So when I saw the condo images, I went straight to FDA, because from the letter that I've gathered, FDA is the first person I should talk to. But when I went there, they said it's not under their mandate, so I should go to public health. Then when you go to public health, you are not getting the right person to talk to. So I decided to, stay back and then develop this proposal and see if we can get the public health, FDA, the assembly to come together and see how we can reform our food system.
So you said you went to FDA. This is national FDA, and they said that the state of cassava in the market is not their responsibility.
Yes, so the officer I spoke to mentioned that they are more into pre-packed food, and then the cassava and then the raw is also under another institution. So the gentleman was like, I should go to public health.
Public health where? Public health of which? Of what?
So I wanted to go to the national, but he was saying that I should start from the district. And from what I know, starting from the district will not really create the needed impact, because the district will say they don't have the mandate, the capacity, the resources and all that. So, and I'm looking at a national reform, not just a district reform. So I wanted to, get somebody I can share the proposal, not just to make a complaint and go away. So I was looking for the right institution and then the right person to talk to, but so far I haven't gotten the opportunity.
So what does your proposal entail? How does it work, this framework you are proposing?
So when I was looking at the program, I realized that it's also going to give us opportunity to, make some improvement with our market amenities, create jobs, and all that. So I was looking at why you coming on board, FDA, public health, and then the assembly. They will collaborate. So, for instance, why they will look at recruitment and deployment. FDA will look at capacity building, the technical side with how do I call it, public health. So together they will implement it. And I've developed this project to be like a self-funding project. We don't really need government to come in, because I also realized that one of the issues that will come up to make sure this project doesn't come to fruition is that we don't have funds. So I've developed it in such a way that this project will fund itself. Everything in the project will be funded by the revenue that will be generating from the project, so that there will not be any reason that we don't have funds, we don't have funds, we don't have funds.
I see. So for you, I noticed you said the program will be implemented in phases next year, January. Phase 1 focusing on approximately 1,490 public markets across Ghana's 16 regions. And then you also said that there would be training of food handlers, 500,000 of them. That sounds like a massive national endeavor. I mean, should we not just get institutions to work? If there's a district public health officer, he should be doing his work, right? This new bureaucracy, why are you going to get the people to even insist? Because it's almost like the people who are there don't want to do their work. Will you go and train the other people to do this job?
So one of the issues that when we are going through the FDA process and all that, one of the issues they always raise is that they don't have enough capacity in terms of human resources, process even our applications. Then at 2024, I lost an investment of $500,000 because it was taking forever for me to get my certification from FDA. So the issue has been always, they will tell us that the applications are many. So they need time to put it. So I know that in terms of human resources, we don't have much. So we need to recruit people, and then if we are going to do it well, it's not just doing registration and doing to sleep. It's just doing the registration, making sure that we are monitoring, making sure everybody is having the right certificate to, operate. Because when we do the registration and we go to sleep, we will get new people entering the market without any form of certification. So the proposal is so that we have station people, teams, who are going around to make sure that we are doing the right thing with our certification. People are not selling without certification. If you are to sell with the right equipment, you are doing so. So it's not just a project that will register 35 people and then we go and sleep until there's another issue that we go back. We have the system, FDA is certifying people, but a lot of people, I can say more than 95% of people in the food system don't have certificate to operate, and they are the majority.
Thank you. I'm not sure which government agency needs to hear this to act on it. Are you sure? Is it Ministry of Health? Is it the Food and Drug Authority? Which, because you are not government, right? So if you wanted an agency to drive this, your suggestion, where should we address it?
So when we are looking at the stakeholders, we are talking about Ministry of Health. Under the Ministry of Health, we have the Public Health and then the SDA. But with the job creation side, I'm looking at Ministry of Youth Development, which will give us the YE and the National Youth Authority. We are looking at the Assembly and then the Ministry of Agriculture, because we are also into the food system.
I see. Sometimes it's better to deal with one agency than to make it multiple. But
yeah, because
no problem. Look, I'm not Chrissy, don't worry. I'm just expressing my opinion. But great job. Thank you for the presence of mind in sending the email and also attaching the proposal. I'll forward it to the Ministry of Health to see if they will do something about it. But I thank you for your time.
I'm also grateful for the opportunity.
Wonderful. So that was Joshua Alexander Jan, founder and CEO of Chicken Company, who has designed what he calls a national food safety program. And I've not sort of read it in detail, but from what I see, he's done some baseline work. He's identified the challenges of open food display and food contamination. That's problem one. Problem two, market sanitation and hygiene. Problem three, limited food safety compliance visibility. Problem four, regulatory and information gaps. And then he sees an opportunity for national development. And then he says there's an absence of a national food safety certification framework. There's limited food business classification and authorization system. And there's weak food safety information and data management and limited consumer visibility and confidence. He says there's a need for a national coordinated implementation framework. He justifies this and then he proposes how he's going to do this. I like him. He's gone ahead to then elaborate on the food safety challenges, where he sort of, for each problem, he discusses the current situation and the national impact. Food exposed to dust, flies, and environmental contaminants. That's the problem. Increased food contamination risk. Inadequate waste management, drainage, and hygiene facilities in some markets is the second problem. And the market scientist, and he talks about food traceability, limited product identification and business records. Then it discusses consumers, especially, cannot verify food safety compliance. And then talks about the growing informal sector and large numbers of unregistered food businesses. Then he discusses the regulatory gaps. Then he comes to the public health and economic implications. And then he comes up with his own solution, the National Food Safety Certification and Food Business Regulation Program workflow. Sky, I mean, these are people we should be, paying more money to. He comes up with a framework. He has a timeline, and this is all at his own cost too.
Is that the job that
I tell you,
people are paid to.
And when he finishes the program implementation schedule, all right, institutional coordination framework is rolled out, governance framework is there. Ministry of Health, Ministry of Food, Agriculture, Environmental Health and Sanitation Department, Local Government Ministry, FDA are all in the chain. And then he comes with a program management structure. Hey, Charlie, I'm not for being
Bernard.
And he quotes the relevant laws. Oh my God,
I
Charlie.
just want to
Why are they benfa?
Is it?
No,
Why are they benfa?
Especially national impact.
No, but he told he told you his encounter when you went to the FDA.
They told him they're not responsible.
That was what motivated him to do this. He said when he went to the FDA with the report of the thing he saw, FDA said he should go to public health. Then he realized that when he goes to public health, don't do anything. That's why he did this.
This thing has that's what they don't even like.
Exactly,
this is what they don't like.
These people don't like it.
They don't want you to tell them
No,
what to do.
what I want you to tell me is
like.
who should I give this to? Because I think somebody sensible can work with this.
No, seriously.
Every fella. No,
we'll read it and use it here.
Don't be.
I mean, it's an intellectual material.
No.
I can't understand the spirit I have.
No.
I understand your spirit.
The guy has done the work. The National Food Safety Certification and Food Business Regulation Program is therefore respectfully submitted for consideration and approval by the government of Ghana as a transformative national initiative capable of strengthening food safety, empowering young people, modernizing food business regulation, and safeguarding health and well-being of present and future generations. So he links it to young people being given work to do, being employed in food inspection.
But I just want to make a quick.
Let me end with something.
Oh, very well.
The program will be run across 1,490 public markets, strengthen oversight of more than 185 food businesses, and benefit 500,000 food handlers nationwide. At full implementation by 2031, the program is projected to create a minimum of 19,000 direct employment opportunities while establishing a skilled national workforce dedicated to food safety and consumer protection.
Okay.
He's made good use of his investment degree. We need to commend him.
You see,
wonderful.
You see, I understand why Kakra and Godfred are skeptical. Because we've seen these things.
He's cynical.
No.
Godfred is cynical, but he's a bit.
I said I understand what Godfred is saying,
okay.
but I'm not on his side.
But you are not on his side.
No.
Okay.
So talk.
But I understand them. There are people who hold that view. But you see, I think it's important that we realize that there's so much wisdom in the public square.
Yes.
And that the people who occupy these high-end offices with all these 4x4 vehicles and the perks that come with the office, the foreign travels they enjoy, in some cases hospital fees being paid for by the state, allowances, entertainment allowance, all of these things they enjoy. And then in some cases buying the vehicles that they put at home for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years without using it. And the state buying new vehicles, they are showing to us that they are not fit for purpose. Do you know why? No sensible officer of state in office, 24 hours.
No.
In a functioning democracy, where there is a minister responsible for a particular space, where there is a chief executive for a particular locality, where there's a director for a particular position, right? Videos come out. Citizens on their own, at their own expense,
at their own risk.
Exactly. Move into an area to do surveillance work that these officers should either be doing by themselves or through their agents or assigns. They have failed to do that. Then citizens say, okay, we have already been cleaning some of these spaces. Let's go to Temamrania. They went there, filmed horror of horrors that all of us have come to see. In some cases, people couldn't eat yesterday. People called me yesterday and said, look, they couldn't even eat because of the videos that they had seen.
Apologies.
Then you have people sitting as ministers of state, district chief executives, you have director of food security and all of these people in office. 24 hours after we had this discussion, not one of them had the decency, the presence of mind to call and say, oh, we have heard your concerns and this is what we have done about it. What is the purpose of government? These are people we pay every single day, so that we are sure that once food lands on our table, we have a certain reasonable, expectation that that food will be safe.
Yeah.
We have given them all the largesse of state. The title they care so much about. Bernard goes to programs and MC's programs. When you don't add honorable, some lugubrious man will come and tell you that, please, MC, please add honorable, add doctor, add his post. When they come, they want to be acknowledged publicly.
And they want bloggers following them everywhere.
Exactly.
That's the new trend.
Yeah, that's the new trend.
You understand?
Blogger will be following you everywhere you go.
The position that you are occupying, it is not for show. It is to ensure that some obligations that a state will perform, you are in a position to either deal with it directly or you put in place systems and structures to ensure that that is done. If you can't do it, my friend, get out of the kitchen. You don't go and occupy those offices at our expense, enjoy all these largesse, and then we are told that 200,000 hospitalizations happen every single year. Do you know what that means for National Health Insurance Authority? So that even if National Health Insurance Scheme, the authority people care about this matter, they'll be talking about it. Because what are some of the complaints we've had on this show? There are no beds in the hospitals.
Yeah.
Do you know why there would not be beds? If we were preventing things like this, or we were taking steps to ensure that we deal with these matters, at least a third, half, or some degree of this thing would have gone down. So that if someone gets sick for some other matter, goes to the hospital, that bed which would have been given to this person for food poisoning or whatever it is, would have been available to deal with a more challenging matter, which he would have taken all the steps necessary to prevent, but which he was unable to prevent. That is how some other countries think. So if you go to the UK's National Health, what do they call NHS?
NHS.
They have all kinds of things listed. Things they are preventing. They are telling you that, look, yesterday I put a documentary on our page. It was talking about how Japan is dealing with obesity, ensuring that kids in schools are eating well, the conditions under which the food is prepared. If you look at it, you will say that we are in medieval times. You understand? Food being eaten. Look at the conditions at which our food is prepared here in Ghana for kids. So you look at this and you ask yourself, are these people in office to serve our interests, or is just about MPP, NBC? And once you are in office, forget about your role. We can't continue like that. So don't we have a monitoring department at the presidency? We should have. So someone would have written a quick note to the chief of staff to say that, chief of staff, this matter, the my place.
And that is trending. But to be fair, Sky, fair, and not to sort of say downplay what you said, this morning, just before you started speaking, I got a memo that the Metropolitan Environmental Health Officer of Tema sent to this MCE. I got it like a minute before you started speaking, which is why I let you finish. And obviously they've listened to the discussion. So let me just read it as is.
Beautiful.
Memo from Metropolitan Environmental Health Officer to MCE. Date July 27, 2026, which is yesterday. Subject: Joint Site Inspection Report. Unhygienic fish handling along Temamahia Newtown shoreline. Following a viral social media video showing fish dried on bare ground near waste heaps and open defecation zones, a multi-agency team comprising the Metro Environmental Health Department, MEHID, Metro Waste Department, WMD, Fisheries Commission, and Food and Drugs Authority, FDA, conducted an on-site investigation at the tow area along the Tema Newtown shoreline. The inspection confirmed that the video's contents were an accurate reflection of conditions on the ground. That's important. Key findings. 1. Severe waste accumulation. Heavy solid waste littering along the beach creates an active public health hazard and vector breeding site. 2. Active open defecation. Indiscriminate open defecation was observed directly within active fish processing zones. So it means while we were doing the discussion, members were doing it. 3. Unhygienic fish processing. Unhygienic fish processing. Local processors, predominantly women, dry and smoke fish directly on the bare ground near refuse sites, posing severe food safety risks. 4. Critical coastal erosion. Severe land recession was observed A sea defense wall along the Brazilian house enclave is urgently needed to protect community infrastructure. Then the person comes to immediate actions and interventions. Manual waste evacuation. Due to terrain and access constraints, WMD, who is WMD? Waste Management Department. Proposed an immediate manual evacuation of accumulated shoreline refuse. So that's first action. 2, traditional leadership outreach. The team briefed local leaders, including the Queen Mother, on health risk and regulatory measures. 3, improved processing prototype. Introduced a raised drying rack prototype to transition processes away from bare floor drying. 4, stakeholder forum. A broader stakeholder engagement meeting with local processors and institutional partners will be scheduled upon approval. Recommendations for approval. 1, authorize manual clearance. Grant approval for the work WMD to immediately commence manual waste evacuation along the shoreline. 2, approve multi-stakeholder meeting. Sanction the proposed forum involving local traditional leadership, fishmongers, FD and Fisheries Commission. 3, escalate coastal erosion. Formally refer the Brazilian house enclave erosion findings to the Metro Works Department and relevant national bodies for urgent sea defense assessment. Submitted by the name of the Metro Public Health Director is here, Bridget Diapim. Then there are photographs of the interaction with the people. So you see the uniform.
I have a question,
officials.
So this statement, maybe I'm not clear. Did it say exactly what it did in the immediate?
Yesterday,
when they saw the defecation and the food on the what was done from
so
the
they
statement?
sent a site. They sent
and the
contaminated
food.
Yes.
Yes.
Or
So
fish.
So the report is saying that the Metro environmental officer led a multi-agency team comprising so there was a multi-agency team comprising the Metro Environmental Health Department, Metro Waste Department, Fisheries Commission, Food and Drugs Authority to conduct an on-site investigation of what was in the video. And they confirmed everything in the video was correct.
So it's not answering my question. I'm saying that before your investigation, if you go, because ordinarily you should have done this, not bus stop boys. That's where I'm coming from. So if you sent your team there, what did you do to curtail what was happening? Which we already know, and you affirmed that this was the situation. I'm not particularly interested in the investigation, but what did you do at the moment when you saw people defecating and food laying on the side with refuse? What did you do? If we go there today, what is different? That's the question for me.
And what has happened
me read what
to
my understanding.
the food from there?
So
because Bernard, you know how
did they clear the food?
Did they stop them from when they steal off the area? That is what reasonably competent people would do.
But this investigation,
what I am reading is the information that was sent to the CEO from the health person who went. They didn't state that. You're right. They didn't state that when we went there. We asked them.
No. So they are reporting. Why I did not want you to read. You see my position.
Hold on.
No, I'm coming. I wanted to.
It's exposing how government works.
No, it is exposing. But I'm saying
it's
that
exposing how the government.
Are you sure that you read it?
Yeah, that's how.
But I wanted us to conclude exploring this matter before the statement, because this statement merely seeks to truncate or short track what we were doing.
It actually exposes the way they work. The fact that they
does.
go there
firefighting.
and they observe and they report, because don't forget that in the public sector, everybody wants to do what they can do to absorb blame.
Yes.
So the person has gone there to do what they've done and send it to the boss.
I think their mandate is regulations.
So I say that we shouldn't.
No.
Let me make my point.
Kaka, strike.
My view was that we shouldn't even read the statement yet.
At least not yet.
Okay, because this statement, and Bernard, it's not about you reading the statement. I'm talking about the intention behind the statement.
Right.
The intention behind this statement is to sort of stop track the conversation. We started this conversation yesterday, and this statement is coming today, and it's the language in it appears to show some kind of performative governance, which we continue to talk about here. Some bravado with putting together a team and go and investigate. Go and investigate what? You are confirming what bus stop boys who are not mandated to do the work they are not mandated to do, the work you receive salaries every month. You have budgets to do all of this.
Yes.
You didn't do it. Somebody went to do it. You come and say, yes, you went to investigate and you've investigated and you are corroborating and you are going to commence an investigation. You said nothing about what you actually did on the ground when you got there and saw what was happening. This is an issue of food safety.
Yes.
So you sent your FDA, your whatever representatives from the ministry, and what did you do? Where is the food that was seized? What happened to the open defecation that was happening near the food? Who did you arrest? These are sanitation bylaws that are being violated. Who did you arrest? Who is answering for any of that? Which head is rolling? You can't come and give us this statement. I don't even want to hear the statement.
Thank you.
Because it's just English. You've done nothing. And now you are telling us that you are going to commence an investigation, which I'm sure will involve some certain allowances.
They didn't say they will commence an investigation. No, they said that there are 3 things they will do. They want permission. No. You see,
Bernard, you are in trouble. You see,
there's no trouble. Stop creating a storm when there's none. The main issue
there's no storm.
The main issue is about whether the statement should be read in the course of the discussion. And I'm saying that editorially, if you are discussing a public interest
I'm
issue,
not saying don't read it. You are not appreciating what I'm saying. I'm talking about the timing. I'm talking about the timing. Immediately.
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
The discussion,
it matters.
Even the way they send the statement,
you have to allow me.
Part of the consent.
You have to allow me to make my point. I'm making my point. You see, I'm saying that.
I'm coming. Hold on.
You see, I was talking before you. You concluded and I came in. You see, I'm talking about what Godfred has a position on this matter. I have a position on this. Godfred is in fact more skeptical than any of us, and I understand his cynicism. But the point I'm making is that before we even concluded, this statement came in, and I was talking about the intention of the statement. Precisely. And the statement is using a lot of future verbs, a lot of future verbs. Yes. But there was a crisis, and I disagree with what Bernard is saying. This is a storm. There was a crisis yesterday. Food sitting by refuse and somebody openly defecating. This statement failed to say what was done in that immediate arrival of the people there. Who did they arrest? Nobody. Have they collected? Who has collected the rubbish there? Nothing. Shall we send a reporter there this morning? Shall we do that? The food that was sitting there, do we even know the state of the food? Where is the food? Is it going to find its place on our market? We don't know any of that. And then you are writing all this plenty English about what you are going to do. What about what you are supposed to do?
What you have done.
What you should have done. You don't even address that.
Precisely.
You ought to have done this job. And the bus stop boys did it for you. Then you go there and you are telling us about your intentions. But now this, you see, it is totally unacceptable how our cities are being run. And yesterday I made the point that if our MMDAs cannot do the job, the president should either revoke their appointment or they resign. You see, because citizens clearly, this gentleman whose proposal you read clearly has an idea. You see, when he saw the problem and he went to the state institution, what was the response?
They told him they are not responsible.
And that is typical. Even when I've gone to EPA several times to report what do you call it, burning around. They don't see. They feel that you are being uppity and that you what is a little smoke in your community. Okay, that's you don't even get that corroboration that you require. And sometimes they'll even go and tell the person you reported that you came and reported them. Our state institutions are failing. They're not doing the work. And when that happens, citizens, we are on our own and we are exposed to all kinds of harms, all kinds of danger, including danger associated with food. You see, he has done the job that people receiving tax money ought to do. He has done it. And then we meet it with what? Bland statements that are supposed to what? Dim the light that we are shining on this. This is an urgent matter. This is food. Sky has, I'm sure from yesterday, he's not been able to eat. Yesterday, you said he won't eat. He's not been able to eat because you see, if we approach this with the typical Ghanaian attitude of, it happens and we move on, we will continue because we don't know what is happening in our markets. He's done an extensive study. It means that when you go, the pepper you are buying, the tomatoes you are buying, you don't know whether it is contaminated or not. You don't know what it has been exposed to, whether it's been exposed to fecal matter. And we are all going to consume things we know nothing about their sourcing because we can't trace anything. And some of us will end up in the hospitals, which are already crowded and have their problems. Our problem as a nation is a web and it's all connected. And the biggest challenge, aside citizen indiscipline, is authority failure. For me, Ghana's problem is double-headed: the failure of the authority and then discipline of the state. And at some point, we need to resolve that.
Can I speak now?
Yes.
So you see, when I say you are creating a storm, I'm not the one who brought this topic up.
Yes.
So we are not saying that. What I'm saying is that let's not make the approach to handling the issue a problem. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's number one. Number two, if I hadn't read this statement, you see, the purpose of a discussion is to expose a number of things, not just the existence of the problem, but also the approach being used to fight it, whether that approach is adequate or not.
Right.
Now, if I hadn't read this statement, would you know that the statement was
There's some response.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that there's an editorial discussion around of course you have to read the statement. If you are discussing an issue and a duty bearer tells you that this is what I have done, the public has to know. Then you will say that's what you've done. Is it enough or not? But you cannot tell me that I shouldn't read it.
But that's not what I'm saying.
No, it's my turn now, please. That's the
no, but don't respond to what I have
no.
Respond to what I haven't said. It's not fair. Because I didn't say that.
I am saying that when you are discussing every issue, there's always the side of the person who's supposed to act. Whatever he say he's done, let the public know. If what he's done is inadequate, they will judge. And so that's so I allowed Sky to finish his presentation. Then I said, in the meantime, this is what the people from the assembly have sent. And I read it as it was.
The point was with the timing.
Yes, but that's not your decision to make.
Right.
So you can't tell me that. I mean, what's your problem? So now I should wait for everybody to say what they say and read what the people are saying.
No, not at all.
So why is that? So my point is that, you see, let's not create unnecessary tension. What I'm saying is that the assembly have gone there to do things that you specifically are saying that is not enough. And I'm saying, how would you have known if I didn't read the statement?
Right.
How would the public have known that all they went there to do was to take pictures?
So the disappointment is with the insufficiency.
So the people went there and went to list the things that the bus stop boys have done. When they finish listing it, they're now asking for permission to do what we all know they are supposed to do from their CEO. And I'm saying that this is how government works. This is how, and I'm not saying I justify that.
I have little time. I'll bring in Godfrey now.
Can I just say, that's not what I said. Can I just say
that one you said?
This is how our assemblies work.
Okay.
The people who are supposed to do the work.
Your point was with the timing.
Go
I think
and do surface scratching, and then they hand it over to somebody else to do. So this is what happens across.
Before Godfrey.
So let me also say that I never said the statement should not be read.
I don't think we should split heads.
I don't think it's.
I think we all care about the issue. I think we all care about the issue of what enters our stomach. Because to be honest with you, yesterday the only thing I ate was the boiled egg and then the pear. The rest of the day,
does it affect you?
No, the boiled egg, because we know where the egg was coming from. The pear. That was all we ate. No, but
maybe the creativity,
the meaty and all of those things. I was thinking about them. So we care about it. It's not like we are splitting heads. You know, some of we have differences and how we process things. We are all from different sources. So let's take that on board. So Godfrey, yes.
Godfrey, talk to me.
He's always very calm and quiet.
See, the solution the guy sent, Enfa.
You see, because public officers, they are jealous. And they don't like to be shown up. Which is why the day he went there, they told him that he should go somewhere else. Which is why when Kakra went to EP, they told her to get out. Which is why when I go and make a complaint elsewhere, they'll tell me to get out. Because in their eyes, they always know their job better than the person who doesn't work the job. So nothing ever gets fixed. Which is why you will not get the response you are looking for from the Sky. The response Sky is looking for. The response Kakra is looking for in terms of what did you do yesterday? Which primarily would have been the correct thing to do. In the mind of any
feel of the area,
right-thinking person, the food that was available at the market yesterday, they should have simply said, look, we want to check the food. So for today, nobody is buying food at this market until we can clear the market. Until we can clear that the food that is being sold at this market or the fish that is being sold at this market is proper fish.
All the people were shitting nearby.
Yeah.
Yes. Forgive us. We are making your call so that you know.
Yesterday.
Okay,
You understand? But no. And it always comes back to the point of Madam, what's her name? She's done a good job. Let me look at her name. Deborah.
The lady, the environmental health.
Yes, I just want to. I don't want to get her name wrong.
No, I sent it. No, I'm coming.
I want to get her name right. Yes. Madam Bridget Seram Diapim.
Yes.
The Metro Public Health Director. Well done.
And she added photos and stuff.
Yes, well done. Well done to you.
An official report.
Well done. She ticked the box. We can't say she hasn't done her job. She told us she's done her job. She'll send it upwards. She might get commended for it. But has that problem been solved? And you know why? Nobody wants to inconvenience the other person in the chain. We spoke about cattle in December and shouted ourselves hoarse here when a deal had been done between the authorities and the people who were selling the cattle. We didn't know. It took some push for the minister to come and say, oh, we told the people during her meet the press, right? When she said that, oh, we had told them that they could be there from ABC. We had been discussing the matter for 4 days.
Yeah.
On the 5th day, we were told that the people, the deal that had been done meant that the people could be there an extra 4 days.
Unknown to the public.
Unknown to the public. These were the people who we have paid to make sure that we don't get sick. They are giving us 4 days of catching disease as a solution because nobody wants to inconvenience anybody. You know why? If they say they are going to that market to deal with the problem there, chaos. It will become a matter of umbrella and elephant. Like everything else.
Don't care about
and it has limited the ability of everybody within that chain to do their work properly, right down to the food inspectors. See, because nobody knows who is who. So the petty trader knows the ward chairman or knows the circuit chairman. And I can give you an example of this. When Abubushi was cleared by Peter Kote. Henry Kote. Peter Kote is the
Peter Kote is the professor.
Yes,
Henry Kote is the
former minister.
24 hours after the election, Abubushi was full.
They all came back.
The consolidation of acreage was demonstrated by a pole and a political party flag. So when you go there and you see the flag,
it's our time.
You can't touch anything there.
So they are doing it in the name of the party.
In the name of the party. And that is how everybody returned
back to
Agbobloshi. A year after we were able to clear it and give it some breathing room, Charlie. It is the same problem we will have when they try to clear curb sites. Curbs, sorry. Same problem. Hey, this is our spot. Food coming in at the market. And what we tend to forget is markets are highly politicized. It's not the market queens who go and see the presidents all the time.
It is.
It's not the market kings who go and see the presidents all the time. All of these persons have a role to play in ensuring that these things actually don't even happen at the market. The market kings and queens. But they don't care. Now, which health director is going to tell the market queen of that market that we are shutting down the market for the day? You will not have a job by the following morning. Because the heat that will descend from on high makes it virtually, we've rendered the country virtually ungovernable with this style of politicking that we do.
So does that now explain why the environmental health officer will write what she wrote?
Yes, because she's checking the box.
So she's checking the box.
Yes.
So the boss must say
yes, but she is empowered. If you look at the right, what Kakra is asking for yesterday, by virtue of the position she has, she should have been able to go there,
close down
based upon her observation and the authority she has, and say, look, today we are not selling food here. I want to have a look at everything that is going on. 24 hours. What does
everybody
it? Everybody should close. until you could have used that moment to mobilize a bit and say, okay, we are doing A, B, C, D. So my cynicism is born out of just the infrastructure we have built around solving these everyday problems. We will talk and talk and talk. It's good we must talk because people must know. And the people who are in charge must understand that we're not going to stop talking. But no problem, which is why Accra is getting worse, Kumasi is getting worse, all our cities are getting worse. None of them are improving. Because who wants to solve this problem? Who wants to solve it? They said cattle. Cattle are still roaming. In the same places that we complained about, they are still roaming today, this morning.
True. Let me end. Our time is up, but let me end with this message someone we all know sent much earlier. She said, yesterday I called the FDA to visit. She mentions the name of the eatery. It's opposite the Cocoa Clinic, a very beautiful shop facing the public. I asked to use the washroom and there was a blocked drain which was spilling into the walkway. So they walk into the water. They walk through the water into their kitchen and washrooms and other working areas. The house flies and smell wasn't easy. And this is opposite a clinic. I spoke to the FDA, but nothing has changed. So this is the situation. It's quite endemic, but we would have more time to continue the conversation. Kakra, you have an application.
Yes, I want to squeeze in. Yes, I have an application for attention. I want to squeeze in the fact that the literacy challenge is ongoing.
Please,
the 2026
Mistress, how
edition. Hey, I'm not the quiz. Remember that the deadline is now 30th July.
Correct.
That's Thursday.
Correct.
This is for people who are children who are between 11 and 15 years old. You're going to get an opportunity to win 10,000 Ghana cedis, a laptop, and national recognition. Let me just remind young people of the topic.
Yes.
The topic is very interesting this year. In not less than 600 words, write a letter to the Minister of Education as a youth consultant discussing the advantages and disadvantages of the use of artificial intelligence, AI, in education. Advice on how Ghana can effectively integrate AI into basic schools to improve teaching and learning, while ensuring that students in rural and underserved communities are not left behind.
Beautiful.
So remember that your essay must be handwritten,
Great.
endorsed by a parent, a guardian, or teacher,
Nice.
and must include your full contact details.
Nice one.
You can submit to the front desk of Channel 1 TV
Great.
or send to PO Box GP 14123 Accra Central. Or you can call 0205 973 973. Remember, the Literacy Challenge is powered by Citi FM with support from Channel 1 TV and sponsored by Prospectus Ghana Limited, SIC Insurance, and Advocates Publishing.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Kakra. We have a conversation with HR Connect and Central University, so stay with us.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
What will the world need tomorrow? Smarter systems, bolder thinkers, people who don't just use technology but build it as well. At Academic City University, that's exactly whom we train. Whether you're starting your undergraduate degree or advancing with a master's program, from business and communication arts to engineering and computational sciences, our programs are built with industry for real-world impact. You won't just graduate with a certificate, you'll graduate ready to solve, build, and lead. The future belongs to those who are prepared. Are you ready? Call 0594 030 308. Academic City University, educating future-ready leaders.
There comes a time in every young guy's life when something changes. The girls in your class, they're not as loud as you thought, and not as annoying either. Wow, their voices sound different now, almost nice, and somehow you actually enjoy spending time with them. You don't know when it happened, you don't know how, but suddenly you're always looking for an excuse to spend time with them. Luckily, some things make it easier.
Kwaku, can I have some of your Manchi chocolate chips cookies?
Hey, you! Start the moments that matter with Manchi chocolate chip cookies and experience the unmistakable crunch of chocolatey joy.
This advert is FDA approved.
Your attention, please. Flight C8 has been delayed.
Again. Madam, can you please point me to the water fountain? And please watch my back and phone whilst I'm gone. You can be a traveler with infinite worries.
Hello, Mr. Anand. Your lounge access is ready and your seat is warm.
Or you can be a traveler with infinite privileges.
Champagne, sir?
The region or the drink. Choose EcoBank's infinite privileges with an EcoBank Visa Infinite card. Access airport lounges worldwide, fast-track services, best-in-class daily limits, and enjoy other exclusive travel and lifestyle benefits. Infinite privileges await. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
HR is evolving. Are you ready? Join industry leaders, HR professionals, and business executives at HR Connect Conference 2026 for powerful conversations on transforming HR into a true driver of business growth and competitive advantage in Africa. The theme: from certification to competence, why elevating HR is critical for business growth and competitive advantage in Africa. The date, 30th and 31st of July 2026 at the Labadi Beach Hotel at 9 a.m. daily. Tickets are going for 2,000 Ghana cedis only. HR Connect Conference 2026. Connect, learn, lead, and transform.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Twenty-four after 9, and I have great friends in the studio. Dr. Hannah Ekia Oparabia Akwa. She's the Dean of the School of Nursing and Midwifery at Central University. She's here with the Assistant Registrar, Corporate Affairs and Public Relations, Evans Edujemfi, and Cheryl Francis Ishan. She's an alumna and a rotation nurse at Senel Specialist Hospital. And you're here to talk about your dreams of becoming a nurse and the journey so far, how you can be a part of the great ecosystem they've created at Central University. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the studio. Really good to have you.
Thank you, Caleb.
So who do I start from? Evans, talk to me. You were here a couple of weeks or months prior to talk about your law program.
That's right.
Now you're here also because there are more opportunities that you offer. So let's talk about your 2026, 2027 intake, right? What are we looking at specifically for those who are...
Yes, we are here with a dean and an alumna from the School of Nursing and Midwifery, but we just to say that we have official open admissions for the 2026-2027 academic year.
Solid.
For all our programs, undergraduate, graduate, and now we even have doctoral programs as well, PhD and DBA. Nice. So any of those is open. Just to also add that we are admitting candidates who have written their exam, WASI, and are awaiting result. We are saying that take the lead. There's no point waiting for the result to come.
Okay.
So just go online, central.edu.gh//online. That takes you to our admission portal where you can actually apply whilst you're waiting your result. But like you rightly mentioned, today we want to focus or highlight more of the programs, the existing and new programs that has come on by way of accreditation for the School of Nursing and Midwifery.
Nice one. And you all at Central University have done something really interesting. You've managed to grab the rector of Ghana College of Nurses and Midwives and made her your dean for the School of Nursing and Midwifery, and that's
we attracted her. We didn't grab her.
Dog, what was the consideration for you moving to become dean of Central University School of Nursing and Midwifery?
Oh, thank you very much. Having been rector of the Ghana College of Nurses and Midwives for 8.5 years.
Wow.
I had gained so much experience, and when Central University needed a dean, I thought I had something to offer.
Right.
Looking at the position of the dean is also purely academic and administrative, all right? So having led the academic and administrative offices of the Ghana College of Nurses and Midwives, I thought this could be translated into leading academics and administration as a dean of the School of Nursing and Midwifery. And I must say that there's a lot that I learned at the college, leading people, learning to bring people along with you, to achieve goals. It's something that if you go through it for 8 years, you learn a lot. And so I'm using the same strategies, bringing them along with me. They have accepted the vision I brought, and with the teaching staff, the lecturers, and the staff, administrative staff, we're all moving towards achieving the objectives of the School of Nursing and Midwifery Central.
So share some of that vision with us, because this new role will come with its own challenges, and with your wealth of experience and the growing dynamics in a fast-changing world, the world is looking for some new dynamics in healthcare education. So what's the challenge and what's the vision? How do you hope to surmount that?
So let me take the vision first. The vision is to expand academics, the arena in Central University School of Nursing and Midwifery. We have BSc Nursing program, and we need to bring on other programs. We need to intensify, strengthen the BSc Nursing program. And for me, the area to strengthen especially is clinical education. Okay? And so we are looking at having more programs for the school. So you have nursing, you have midwifery, you have public health, you have mental health, and you could also have specialized programs, which the government is kind of advocating for, so people can have the kind of care that they need. If you have a heart problem, you should have a nurse who has the expertise to care for you. So we're going in that direction. Again, I'm looking at strengthening our staff capacity. The capacity of our lecturers. All these are very, very critical to achieving the goals of the school. And then also to making sure that we are going by complying to all regulations, administrative regulations and professional regulations. You need that so that you're doing the right thing.
So you're best friends with GTech.
Yes, we're best friends with GTech and the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Ghana.
I really like that. And already I understand you've secured accreditation for some master's programs. Tell us a bit about
it. But just before she comes in to talk about the newly accredited programs, there was a point I would like to add, which is by her leadership, we now have the Nursing and Midwifery Licensure Nursing and Midwifery Council licensure exam on our campus.
Oh, wow.
What that means is that if you apply to study at Central University and after doing your academic program, you needed to do the licensure, you don't need to stress going out before. You have
it's
to
a one-stop shop.
A one-stop shop. Amazing. And that's by her leadership.
That's what you get when you attract the former rector of the Ghana College of Nurses and Midwives, right? So let's talk about accreditation for your master's programs.
Yes, so we have gained accreditation for the MSc Nursing program, which is a 1-year intensive program, and it has a research aspect as well. And then we have the MPhil Nursing program, which is a 2-year program. And when it comes to MPhil, it means there's a lot of research. I mean, strong research in
rigorous
there.
Research.
Yeah, rigorous research. Yeah, so that's what we're launching come October. Yes, and we are expecting to attract our alumni. For instance, we are expecting to attract some of them, and to also attract nurses who have worked for a minimum of 3 years.
Right.
Professional nurses, graduate nurses who have worked for a minimum of 3 years.
Right.
And we are ready to take them through training.
Let me bring in Cheryl now, because congratulations, you are the best graduating student.
Yes, thank you very much.
Wow, that's impressive. And so you won the Daisy Award for Excellence in Nursing Care.
I did.
What was your student experience in Central University like as a nursing student?
Okay, thank you for the question. My student experience, let me tell you a short story. I left Takoradi where I stay, and I came to Accra not knowing what my life was going to turn out like. But Central University influenced me in 3 ways. I would say mentorship, clinical practice, and social experience. When it comes to mentorship, prior to Central University, I didn't know anything about mentorship. I didn't know what it entails. It all started when I attended a seminar where one of our lecturers was a speaker, Dr. Benson. He spoke about mentorship, spoke about how to maintain relationships with your mentors and everything. And that was where everything started. And I can say today that mentorship greatly influenced how I turned out. Mentorship greatly influenced where I am today.
Right.
And it wouldn't have been possible without Central University.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So not only was there academic learning, it wasn't all about the academics, it was also about having the right guidance, keeping the right relationship with the people who guide you. Now, when it comes to nurses, nationally, nurses and the profession of nursing, it's quite emotive because of some of the issues we've seen. What would you say is different with the kind of nurses that Central University is churning out? What's the difference maker?
Yeah, so that's where the clinical part comes in. One thing I love about Central University's training is that you are trained beyond the classroom. So even with the classroom learning, when you're being taught theory, there are practical examples and everything. I'll give an example with one of my anatomy lecturers. He would teach a course on phlebotomy, that is veins and everything. And then you are taught beyond what's the name of the vein and where it exists into practically knowing what to do when you're encountered with real life scenarios. So that prepares you for the clinical.
I think you should give the lecturer a shout out.
Yeah, so shout out to Dr. Argenti. He was my anatomy lecturer.
Nice.
Yes, I'm so proud of him because that made me leave the classroom with confidence before even getting into the clinical space. And one thing about Central University's nursing program is that you do your clinicals not just in Accra, but you end up doing it in Central region, you end up doing it in Volta region, and ends up giving you a lot of experience, and you end up knowing how to render culturally sensitive care.
Sensitive care.
Yes. So at the end of the day, when you are placed in different societies or different settings, you would know how to approach care in that way.
I like this. So Doc and Evans, not only are you churning out professionals who know their stuff, but you're producing compassionate, culturally sensitive nurses who would not come and talk to us by heart around to the ward. That's very important for us. Okay, so let's talk about the admissions. We want to come to Central University for our nursing education. What's the process?
Very simple. Very, very simple.
Right.
Now everything has been digitalized.
Okay.
So as I did mention earlier, you just log on. You search whichever way your search engine is, Central University.
Okay.
And the address is central.edu.gh.
Okay.
If you want to go directly to the admissions page, you add /online.
Okay.
That takes you directly. But our numbers to call, admissions office numbers to call, with your permission, 0307 02 0540.
Okay.
And then our WhatsApp line 055 101093.
Very well.
Those are the numbers.
We're very grateful to you, Dr. Hannah Ekia Oparebia Ekia. Doc, if you Ekia Pomanas, Ekia
Mampong, this is
right. We'll speak some Ekia Pim off air. But thank you for coming. You were here with Evans Dujanfi, Assistant Registrar Corporate Affairs and Public Relations, and the best graduating student from Central University's nursing program, Cheryl Francis Eshon. We wish you the very best. Thank you for passing.
Thank you, Caleb, and have a good day.
36 after 9. There was a certain silence that comes when your rent is due, you cannot pick up calls, the shop is empty, you're pretending it's fine. Salary finished 2 weeks ago and there's still a week to go. The goods are stuck at the port and the clearing agents keep calling. The business idea is ready, cash isn't. That silence is called money. Bills breaks the silence whether you need working capital, salary loan, emergency cash or startup funding. Your Ghana card is all you need. Call Bills Microcredit today 0596 920 833. Break the silence. Bills got you. If you're looking for a best of flavor in every sip, you will discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. We have Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, and Piva Tangy as well. So grab yours today. We are available at a local store near you. 0550-032-231. Piva beverages, a taste you will love. In a bit, I'll be having conversations with the people who matter as far as HR Connect Conference 2026 is concerned. Now, you may be asking yourself why healthcare always feels like a battle. 1 minute you're fine, the next you are facing rising costs and a diagnosis you weren't ready for. Eden Care is the reset button. Eden Care is Acacia Health's dedicated insurance for individuals and families. What we love about them, they combine everyday easy accessibility with the absolute trust and experience of a proven health insurer. We're the health partner that actually answers when you call. Stop fighting the system, start working in peace. Reach out via edencare.acacia@myenterprisegroup.io and choose Eden Care today. Eden Care brought to you by Acacia Health. Let me tell you about Life Source International School. It's an all-girls STEM and entrepreneurial boarding school where we raise leaders and industry creators. We accept girls from Cambridge JHS1 through A levels, offering a safe learning environment, affordable tuition, and scholarship opportunities for 2025 and 2026. We focus on STEM and entrepreneurial career paths integrated with 7 habits of a leader. We transform your girls into disciplined, confident, critical thinking skills leaders. So come to our Palm Junction where we are in the central region, 055-955-2263. That's our number. LifeSourceGhana.org is where to visit for more information. Give your daughter an education that builds leaders. We'll take a breather. When we return, I have the board chair of HR Network and managing partner Rainbow Consult, as well as organizers of the HR Connect Conference for 2026. We'll be talking in a bit. Stay.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva Tangy fruit drink, bursting with tangy flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055-00-322-31. Piva, a taste you love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
Every year, a young Ghanaian completes university, smart, hardworking, and full of hope, but no job opportunities. What if the goal was not for graduates to just get jobs, but positioned to create jobs? At Heritage Christian University, every program is designed to equip graduates with relevant skills, integrity, problem-solving, and critical thinking skills to turn ideas into businesses that feed families and employ communities. Heritage offers values-driven education that builds not just your career, but your character, whether you a school leaver with a dream or a professional ready for more? Heritage has a place for you. Call us on 0551 026 164. Visit hcu.edu.gh or locate us at Amasaman behind the stadium. Admission is in progress. Heritage Christian University, educating compassionate entrepreneur leaders.
We dey brass them. Who dey brass? We dey brass them. Who dey brass? We dey brass them. Brass your teeth. Brass your teeth every day and night. After eating before bed, brass the gems away. The sugar jam, go brass them. Fufu jam, go brass them. Rice jam, go brass them. We go.
When it comes to your teeth, Fano World Cup. Brush them twice daily with Pepsodent, now in limited edition packs. This advert is FDA approved.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 for the hashtag CityCBS.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
And something big is happening on Thursday and Friday at Labadi Beach Hotel as the HR Connect Conference is bringing together practitioners from all over the continent. And if you're an HR practitioner who wants to matter in the scheme of things, you certainly want to be here. I have in the studio Margaret Jackson. She's board chair for HR Network and managing partner Rainbow Consult, and Cynthia Maulawe Kudo. She is founder and executive director for HR Network Africa. Ladies, welcome to the studio. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
First, let's talk about HR and how relevant HR is, the practice of HR is in today's world. Why is HR so important? Tell me.
Caleb, good morning to you and to your esteemed listeners.
Yes, please. Good morning.
I get surprised when people ask that question.
Why?
It is because of the myth around HR and because of how people see HR. But look at the sort of world, the disruption we find ourselves in now.
True.
There's AI. And because of AI, jobs are evolving. So new jobs.
True.
There are new jobs. That's in my day. I'm a baby boomer. I never even dreamed that there will be a day when we will have data analysts, you know, AI prompt engineers, and also if you
new jobs, completely new roles.
New roles.
And they're disrupting professions.
Yes. So HR will have to be on top of issues. Look at me, the things I've learned, you know, so HR is important.
Right.
Because we need to upskill and reskill people. So we have to be creative around, you know, there's we say that in Africa, we have a pool of young workers.
That's great.
So we have to be creative, find ways of employing the youth, make sure that everybody is in the right place, upgraded skills.
Absolutely.
We also have to make sure that because of the disruptions, we know how to manage change.
True.
If HR is not managing change, imagine what will happen to organizations.
They will die out.
They will die out.
Yeah.
And we also have to shape cultures. Because there's a new pool of employees. As I was coming in, I was having a discussion with your HR, Jenny, and I was saying, how are you managing the Gen Zs? Because there's a period where there are so many generations of employees in the system. Some baby boomers like myself, we are stubborn. We are not going anywhere.
They're refusing to grow.
Then you have to manage us. You have to manage Gen X. You've got to manage millennials.
Yes, and the Gen Zs too.
Yeah. And you've got to show the relationship between people decisions and business impact.
That's very important. So managing, that reminds me, there was a conversation I steered months back where they talk about managing profit, people, principles.
Yes.
And so you're trying to put the welfare of your people the forerunner while not forgetting profit. So you don't do one at the expense of the other. So that tells us why it's important that we have this conversation. So let's talk about the conference, HR Connect. Cynthia, talk to me about this. Is this the first time we're doing this?
No, absolutely not. We've been doing this for close to 9 years.
Ooh, almost a decade.
We've been actively impacting, organizations. Our focus has always been to look at what we need to address in the HR community. And then we bring experts together to help us chart that path. In fact, from our conferences, we've been able to have, in fact, HR Network was the first organization to do its independent salary survey. In Ghana, it's shrouded in...
Independent salary survey.
Yes, you know how salaries are shrouded in myth. If I ask you now... it's there. It's actually there.
I want to see. My HR is watching me from the window.
If I asked you now about your salary, you would hesitate to say it. But in other parts of the world, it's common knowledge, And so we took that upon ourselves. We did the work. And when partners in the global space saw it, KPMG approached us. We went back to the mother body, which is CIHRM, and M-Data joined us. And we had the second phase of that. And that data was shared with government.
Right.
It's influenced. You and I are, minimum wage in this country.
Nice.
We're still looking at furthering that because the industry is quite large.
Yeah.
So we want to do something from there. And so our conferences are tailored to us solving problems. We always tell people we don't do talk shop. Our focus is being able to solve problems. We want people to see HR as a strategic partner of growth. And having listened to CEOs over the period, we realized that we needed to do something about HR itself.
True.
HR needs to come to the table with value. Now, how do we do that? We don't want to go to the table crying, give me a seat. No. We want to build our people up with the capacity they need.
So they come to the table with the value that the world needs.
Exactly. And so this year we're talking about from certification to competence, elevating HR as a critical partner of growth.
Right.
That is what we want to do.
Right.
We don't just want to show up with, I have SHRP, I have this, I have CIPD, I have, SHRIM. And no, we want to show up at the table saying that because I have the entry certificate, and because I have the competence that is required to actually deliver the job, you must give me the opportunity to do so. And so we've created this year's conference to solve that problem.
Right.
We're bringing CEOs to the table.
Right.
We want them to tell us plainly what they expect of HR.
Okay.
And we want to have the opportunity to speak to them.
Okay.
Because communication is a two-way traffic. And so that's why this year we've created the conference such that you see a lot of CEOs on the bill.
That's good.
So we are having the fireside chats with the CEOs where we're asking them questions around. We've moved beyond just return on investment to return on expectation. Now, what's
return on expectation?
Exactly. What's the business expecting from all these financial conversations we're having? And then right from there, we're going to be having our CEOs actually speed coach our people. So our people are going to have the opportunity to ask unfiltered questions.
You're really not just doing talk shop.
At all.
We are doing workshop.
At all. We are.
We are disassembling this money and putting it back together.
And on day 2, that's where we actually solve the problem.
Okay.
We're having masterclasses, very well curated masterclasses. We're teaching practitioners about how to actually look at compensation, all the bits and pieces around it. You need to understand how to actually compute the salary of your staff.
Right.
You just don't get up and say, oh, you know what, the fuel prices have gone up 2 cedis, so then, boss, let's increase salary by 2 cedis. No, it goes way beyond that. Okay. So day 2, we are teaching practitioners actually how to go about that. We're teaching them how to measure performance assessment. You notice how at the end of the month or at the end of the quarter, you are told, oh, you scored a C, so because of that, you don't get any bonus and all of that. We want to get into the conversation of what actually goes into that before we come to it.
Cynthia has made my work really, really easy for me. So
we are HRs.
You are HR, yeah. You are resourcing the humans.
Exactly.
But for the HR professionals, I mean, it's obvious to me how important this will be to them. Now, for those who are listening, let's add a few words to why they must not miss this particular one.
If you miss it on what's it, wara. Yes, you've got to attend this because I keep on saying because of the myths.
Yeah.
come listen to HR professionals.
Right.
Come listen to what we do.
Right.
Tell us what you expect of us. We are ready to have a chat with you.
Mm-hmm.
We are ready to also open our doors. We are ready to listen to CEOs.
Mm-hmm.
We also want to ask us questions.
Right.
We also want you to interact with us.
Right.
We want you to come see things from our perspective, because we also want to see things from your perspective. So that when we go back to the workplace, we are on the same wavelength.
Right.
So come listen to us. Come see what we do. Come understand what we do. Come learn from us. We are even saying to emerging professionals, come see what HR is all about.
This is very
Just
important.
maybe you would even want to join us.
and I've heard many CEOs say that their biggest problem is not even capital or machines, as humans.
Yeah.
So, I mean, cracking that code really helps you then. The successful businesses are those who know how to unleash the potentials of their human capital. So this is very important. Now, I know you have a host of seasoned resource persons who will be there to speak, but let's share a few of them with our listeners. I know, for example, Dr. Ellen Hagan, for example, will be there. Who are some of the people? Of course, the sector minister will be there. Let's add a few cherries onto the cake.
Dr. Stella Ejeni Boateng.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She will be there.
Wonderful.
And Mr. Joe Jackson will be there too.
Yes.
Daylex
Finance. Come listen to him.
Electric presentations. Very, very, very practical, hands-on stuff.
Because we feel that as HR professionals, and this is to the HR professionals, you know, most of the time, HR professionals in Ghana are technically solid. We have all the certifications. But most of the time, people complain. They say that we are I-shaped persons. We want to prove to everybody that we are not.
You're not, yes.
Initially, we were moving to T-shaped persons. Now we are M-shaped. We are saying we want to even learn from. We have to be commercially aware.
Right.
We need the financial literacy.
That's also very
we
important.
need how to build people and the executive influence.
I like that.
So come. This is what we are going to do.
Right.
So that at the end of the day, we'll go away and make a difference in our communities and our organizations.
I like that. Cynthia, is there any number we can call? Is there any way we can register?
Yes, you certainly can call. Please do call 0266 87 9046.
Okay.
0266 87 9046.
Great.
Or you can actually go onto our website and you would find it. You'd find our link there. And so you can do your registration and attend. I don't know if I can speak about the ticket fee.
Okay.
Our ticket our ticket fee is going for 2,000 Ghana cedis for a person.
Okay.
It's 2 days.
Okay.
And for those who want to join online, it's 1,700 Ghana cedis. For groups of 5, it's 1,950. For groups of 10 and more, it's 1,900 cedis per head. We also have exhibition booth going for 10,000. So just in case you're an exhibitor and you want to join us, please do so.
Cynthia, Margaret, you've made the most of the time you have available. Thank you so much for coming. You're HRs, I know. You're HRs. Well said. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best with your conference.
Thank you very much for having us.
Great.
Have a great day.
Blessings.
Bye.
Now, some days business go well. Other times, one unexpected expense can throw all your plans off. That's part of the hassle. When you need a little support to keep things moving, Kashik Beye, Misika by Adeshiman Savings and Loans Day for you. Dial *171# as an MTN merchant. Go to Financial Services, select Loans, select Misika, and follow the prompts. You could qualify for an instant loan of up to 5,000 Ghana cedis. In times like this, you say to yourself, Misika Day for me. When you buy anything, it's got to be the very best, right? Diamond 42.5R grade cement is the highest quality on the Ghanaian market. We have the affordable 32.5R, which means there's a good deal for everyone. That's great value for your pocket. You deserve the best. Make Diamond Cement your number one. Please deal with us directly locate Diamond Cement Ghana Limited nationwide. Our factories are in Aflawa, Takoradi, and Buepe. 0244-313-368 is the number to call. Diamond Cement is still as hard as a diamond. Great news on Galicia's Abengwa Hapomo extended to the 15th of August 2026. Participating is even easier now. Simply submit 20 Onga powder promo sachets or 20 Onga shrimp tablet promo wrappers or a mix of same 20 in number. Submit them at any of our redemption centers near you. We will give you a scratch card. Scratch it. They will review a unique code. Dial star 713 star 27 hash. Win instantly. There is more than 4 million Ghana cedis worth of cash and prizes to be won, including cash prizes up to 200,000, smart TVs, deep freezers, washing machines, kitchen appliances, and more. So run, hurry, don't miss. Our promo ends on the 15th of August. Fraud doesn't wear a mask. Never, it doesn't. That's because fraud doesn't look suspicious any longer. It can sound polite, seem helpful, urgent, and can even appear to come from someone you trust. But the moment you're asked to share your PIN, that's your one-time password, or click a suspicious link, that's your cue to be alert. When in doubt, always pause, think, and verify. Hashtag shine your eyes and protect your account. Spot the fraud, stop the fraud. For assistance, call 030-70-6000. Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank.
20 years now, I'm in a sin and them bad. One leap of chat, but them never make me mad. African king, they want to stop the journey. African king, every scarp on me body turn a million song. Million song, me still there solid like a mounting stand. Mounting stand. From one done move no say, him have a plan. Me have a plan. I saw the Father guide every day. So who make me this way? God have the
Thank you for listening. Antina will take over now. Oyo Kote. My name is Caleb. I was here with the entire team. Grateful for the support and assistance as always. Thank you for your many, many messages. Let's keep them coming. We'll do this again tomorrow. God giving us life.
20.
Many blessings to you.
I'm in a sin and them bad. One leap of chat, but them never make me mad. African king, they want to stop the journey.